Hey everyone, Barry Plasko here with the legend of Shopify, of e-commerce and everything related to e-commerce, Mr. Roger D. How you doing, Roger?
Hey Barry, I am doing really good. I'm as good as I can be right now. It's they're not calling for the best of weather out here, so I'm trying to hang in there for sure.
All right, guys, I mean, we're pretty much hitting the hour. Roger, as people are just joining, our last people are joining us, just give the 30-second introduction of what we're going to learn today. By the end of today, Roger, what are people going to get out of this today's training?
I think you're going to get a crystal clear view of how I took a business from literally zero in the middle of January and did over $74,000 in sales in its very first 30 days. And I think you're going to get you're really going to get a clear vision as to why that happened and how you can replicate that. And listen, if you have a major flop and you do maybe 20% of that, 30% of that, it's still a home run, right? So I want to share with you guys exactly how I did that, how I'm using Etsy to grow the business as well, how Etsy can be a kind of like a crystal ball. And I'm going to share with you guys something that I've been working on for 4 months now, a very special Etsy algorithm that will really shock you guys when it comes to finding product and being able to create a home run. So I think that you guys will absolutely love this. Again, be patient with us. When GoToWebinar packs out here, it kind of goes a little buggy. You might, the screen might jump and stuff a little bit. We're going to start getting notifications saying, hey, the room is maxed out. So bear with us. I'm not kidding. This is maxed out. We had over 5,000 people register for this. So hang in there with us, and yeah, let's get going.
All right, guys, so we are about to get going. Just a preliminary question before we get started, just so we understand, so we can, really help you with the information that we're going to be delivering today. Who here already is in the e-commerce business? Give me a me in the chat box if you're in e-commerce. Give me a I want if you just would love to be able to build one yourself where you can have literally sales coming at you all the time and you'll be able to build a business from scratch. So I want a me if you already are, and I want if you would like to be. Just want to make sure we got in the room, and Roger, hopefully you can see the various answers coming in. Looks like there's an interesting mix here of people. Okay, we've got a lot of support team here, guys, because I know you guys are going to have questions. If you have questions, feel free to reach out and just type your comments. We'd love the interaction with you guys. It's very important for us. We're going to go through this step by step. But what you're about to see, you're going to take a trip right now into the future. You're going to see something that you have not seen anywhere else. This is something that Roger is using right now in his business. It is something it is unique, it is different, it's hot, and it's happening right now. So we're about to now dive into the laboratories. Everyone put their safety glasses on. Everyone strap themselves into their seats, a bit of hyperbole to get started. I'm just joking, but to be honest, this is something that you literally want to be focused on for the next hour. So if everyone is ready to go, give me a big yes in the chat box. Make sure you're ready to go. You've got a pen and paper. Hopefully, let me just get the slideshow up. Give me 1 second. You should be able to see my screen. It's waiting for 990 yeses. Okay. Roger, you ready to go?
Let's do this. Let's go. I can't believe how many people are here. This is great. I mean, I'm really excited. Thanks for showing up, guys. It's awesome.
Awesome. All right, guys, so let's get started. So as we said, this is the Etsy form that we're going to share with you. The Etsy formula where Roger was able to make $74,000 in sales in under 30 days. And that number is growing, Roger, right? Just to make this clear, it didn't stop at 74. That's just the 30-day mark. But since then, it's still growing, right?
Yeah, I mean, this is, to be honest with you guys, this is off 2 winning products, and we're adding 13 more at the moment. We just finished the photo shoot. We just finished everything, so we're adding 13 more products. So it's quadruple, if not more, yeah.
Okay, so wow. So welcome, and thank you for just the incredible response to this training. Roger said this was written a few hours ago. Over 5,000 signups now in this very limited campaign. Overwhelming amount of questions and comments have been coming in from members of our community. Why are people so excited. Well, Roger, perhaps just describe what the heck is going on here in your account, and obviously it's just exploding ever since. But what's happened in the last 30 days alone?
Well, here's what I want to do is it's just because again, I want people to see that this is, people can put, copy and paste a picture or find something like that. So I actually took the courtesy of just putting a quick video, 10 seconds, just to show my screen. I don't want to show my exact store, guys, because I don't want to give away my niche, but let me play this quick video. So as you see, there's $74,000 in sales. Over 2,500 sales in the last little while. So we started about January 15th testing it out. We found a winner right here in the first week. So we ordered a ton of product because we had sold out. A ton of product came in, and then we started selling again, a lot. We were doing about 150, 125 sales a day. As you can see on the left-hand side, these are the sales. On the right-hand side here, these are the traffic that I'm generating directly from Facebook. So as you can see on the right-hand side, the traffic sort of follows the sales, and we generated over 116,000 clicks to our website, 111,000 unique visitors to our website in the last 30 days or so, about $74,000 in sales. So as you can see, now people are asking, what's the profit on that? My actual ad cost on that was about $10,000, and my product cost, so a total profit was about $35,000 to $38,000 US, which is great for a store that just started. Yeah, which is really, really great.
And you're looking,
right,
just to be clear about this, over the next 2-3 months, what are your projections?
We're going to be absolutely doubling this in the next 30 days. There is no reason that we can't double this in the next 30 days, if not more. It's the big issue with this kind of stuff when you're scaling up, and I'm just being honest with you guys. It's keeping stock. It's having enough stock. I mean, you can only produce so much stock. When you're doing that many sales, it becomes, how much stock can I buy? So it's a stock game. But yeah, Barry, I'm trying to send this back to you, and it's frozen. I don't know if it's just because we're maxing this out, but can you take the screen back? Because on my end, it's completely frozen.
It is frozen, and the reason is simply that we are maxing this out. That's the reason. Okay, it's making myself a presenter. Let's get back. All right, so guys, so let's continue. You saw those numbers. They're pretty exciting, okay? And the reason why I think people are, particularly excited about today's training is that we're going to reveal something so huge in e-commerce that's happening right now. Not something that's going to happen in the future or something that happened in the past, but it's happening right now. As Roger pointed out in the introduction, he spent a lot of money testing things out for us, and has just come up with a crazy breakthrough that's going to change everything for you that wants to make money quickly online. It may be the dumbest and easiest strategy that you might ever see. Now, Roger's been brought into Shopify HQ because they want to know what the heck he's been doing, how someone that's starting from scratch is building this ridiculous e-commerce business. And there he is, Roger, going to Shopify. I didn't think Shopify would look quite like that, Roger. The guy in the middle was very happy to be in your presence. He was smiling. He loved you, that guy in the middle there. But
yeah, he loved you.
And crazy.
It was, I mean, I'm telling you, Barry, that place is just absolutely insane. Like, I got the complete VIP tour. They gave us lunch. They fed us. It was stunning. It is absolutely insane, like the amount of money that they've spent in those offices. It is beautiful. There's professional, espresso and coffee machines, and I mean, it's out of this world. I just can't describe it. But it was a great, great time, and I gave them a lot of strategies and stuff to work on, and it's awesome. It was really awesome.
Anyway, and one of the guys there, says it's rare if you see someone making that much money that quickly. This is coming from HQ, guys. So they brought Roger in. So just a warning, today's content is completely fresh. No one else is talking about this. And as we said in the pre-game show, our commitment to you as our members, it's the same commitment that Roger and I made 4 years ago, and half the people here have been with us for 4 years. As you are a valuable member, our commitment to you is that we will always share with you our most prized assets. When something's working in our business, you get to hear about it. Right? We do not hold things back. And there's a very big reason why we can do that. One, it's our commitment. We said we would, and we do, and we always will. But secondly, we're talking about ideas that are so big, each and every one of us here today is able to make an absolute fortune without us stepping on one another's toes. This is a humongous opportunity. Roger, is there any chance that our members put together would be stepping on each other's toes if they were all to be doing this and making money, following the strategy you're about to reveal to them?
Yeah, no way, no way. I mean, guys, people are making hundreds upon hundreds of millions of dollars in sales on e-commerce on a consistent daily basis. So it has nothing to do with our small crowd here of 1,000 people today. No way, Barry. I'm just giving you a heads up. My GoToWebinar is completely frozen right now, so I might have to exit and come back if you try to screen share for me. So when it comes my time to screen share, we might have to test it to see if it's working, but we maxed this out and I'm completely frozen.
All right. Okay. So maybe you could restart your computer there or use your second computer. Anyway, guys, today you're going to learn how Roger took a brand new store and went from nothing to $74,000 in sales within 30 days using the power of Etsy. Don't worry if you don't know what Etsy is. Don't worry if you don't have a product to sell. And don't worry if you're starting from scratch. It doesn't make a difference. Roger started from the beginning. The only advantage Roger had is that he had a bounty of money which he uses to test these things until things work. And you're going to benefit from that experience that Roger has been having. So today you're going to practically be given a crystal ball that's going to tell you clearly, emphatically, which products you should be selling. Why? Because they are already selling like hotcakes. So you're literally going to get your hands on what to sell. And we're going to show you how you can make a fortune by selling them without having to fulfill them yourself. Roger calls this Etsy arbitrage. We're going to get into that in just a few moments. You don't have to worry about fulfillment. None of that. You don't have to worry about what you're going to sell. You're going to have a crystal ball and you're going to know what to sell. And we're going to show you how to make sales instantly and be able to scale up faster than you'd ever thought possible. Remember, what we're going to learn today requires no fulfillment of products, no need to buy or host products yourself, no guessing online. It's really going to be like looking into a crystal ball. When you see what Roger's been doing, you're going to be absolutely amazed. And practically there is zero competition doing what Roger's doing because he's been testing it and no one else has, allowing you to make money super fast. So my question to you is, who's ready to look into the crystal ball and practically guarantee a deluge of insane amounts of sales faster than you'd ever thought possible? I want to see 1,000 yeses. I want to blow up GoToWebinar. Rogers.
No, don't do that. Don't do that.
I can see, yeah, this is it. Everyone's going absolutely bonkers. Okay, so let's go through this step by step, guys. Please follow along. You need to remove any distractions in front of you. This is nuts, okay? This strategy is going to work for you, and it's going to work for you very quickly if you just follow along. So please, you've got questions? Ask the questions. It's pretty hard with 1,000 people to answer everything, but we'll be analyzing, and our team will be answering as many as possible. So let's start from the beginning. Etsy. What is Etsy, and why does it provide us with a gold mine that's big enough for all of us to start digging in? So Roger, explain what is Etsy for people that are uninitiated, don't know anything about this incredible website.
Well, Etsy is a marketplace where people around the world connect with, online and offline to make and sell and buy really unique goods, unique products and service, and products. So basically, it's like, people who are really craftsy and they want to put together, really cool, neat products that you would never find elsewhere. Things like jewelry, shirts. You've got things like coffee mugs. Different things that you would just never really think of, and some really beautiful stuff, some art, all kinds of stuff. So they have a massive database of people that are buying this kind of stuff, and they have a massive database of people who are selling this kind of stuff. So Etsy it's an amazing marketplace for buying and selling crafts and different things like that. There we go. Barry, you still there? I think you.
Yeah, of course I'm still here. Okay, guys, here's a few stats then about Etsy. It's going to blow you away. Please follow along. Take your notes here because this is important for you to understand in a few minutes how we're going to make money from this. Here's some just crazy stats about Etsy. All right, Now you can see on Roger, perhaps you can just tell everyone what is it that we're seeing in front of us.
Okay, so Etsy is, give or take about 11 years old. That's not the big deal. We don't want to look at how many employees they have. We don't really care about that. But here's where we really care. There are 32 million items for sale on Etsy on any, at any day right now. There's actually 1.5 million active sellers on there that are actively selling and promoting their own products. There are 21 million active buyers, which sounds really enormous, but it's not that big. 21 million isn't that bad, but it's not that big. But there's over $1.93 billion in merchandise sales. Now, the statistic that I love the most are these two. There are 32 million items for sale on Etsy, and there are 21 million active buyers. Do you guys think that if there was a way to know, what's really selling, what people are really buying, and how we can see if something is hot or not out of those 32 million items for sale, don't you think that would be pretty cool if we could bring something like this to Shopify? And there we go. I'm starting to get that error message saying that there's 1,000 people on the call. There it is, you too. Okay, so basically it's a huge database of data, of product data, and it's massive. It is absolutely massive. I can see you're getting that same error on that GoToWebinar.
Guys, again, we are absolutely maxed out. Okay, so guys, you're beginning to see, right? This is absolutely huge. Okay, let's move on with some more statistics. And as Roger said, there's a lot of Etsy members. We've got a ton of active Etsy buyers there. In the region here, this is updated just a few months, a year ago now, over 22 million shoppers. There's 1.5 million sellers. There is a lot of activity on Etsy. You can look at some very interesting statistics for yourself. Now, that alone, we need to now move forward, because the fact number two, we need to know about Etsy buyers and Etsy sellers. You see, Etsy sellers are doing pretty well. Some of them are making 30 to 40 sales per day, and you're going to meet them a little bit later on, which is pretty good. Roger, I mean, just translate that into money for people that are here. What does that mean that they are generating 30 to 40 sales a day? What does that mean financially for them?
I mean, that's $800 to $1,000 a day. I mean, for a store, that's not bad. It's not great, but it's not bad. It really isn't.
Okay, so not bad at all. Okay, so they're doing pretty well. Now, here's fact number three. Etsy buyers, I apologize, that's a mistake. Etsy sellers are working hard to make their money. You see, what do they need to do in order to be able to make money on Etsy? Number one, they need to be selling the right product. And they could be trying to sell stuff and it doesn't work. They have to find something else that people want to purchase. That takes time, energy, and money. They need to spend a fortune of time and money in testing those things until they find something that's actually working. They also need to buy lots of products and sell them and fulfill on orders, and also they need to take care of their clients. So they are busy, busy, busy. No time to scale up. Guys, I just want to make sure you guys understand that. When people are, they've got a real store to sell and they're fulfilling and they're taking care of everything. Does everyone understand why that could be overwhelming? Okay, if you were running an Etsy store and you were making 30, 40 sales a day, you had to take care of fulfillment and clients and had to restock and had to find new products. Do you understand why you were busy all of the time and why you would find it hard to scale up beyond your 30, 40, 50 sales? I'm just waiting for everyone to respond. I can see a lot of people here, Roger, saying, yes, they understand that, and some people saying actually that they themselves have been in that situation and it stinks. All right, and I'm just losing this because GoToWebinar is going absolutely crazy here at the moment. All right, so let's move on here. Now, and this bit of information is going to be very important for you. Why are they busy? The reason is they just, taking care of their store. They don't have time or the resources to scale up their business. Now, here's another fact. And you understand this, you're going to start to understand where the money is. We said Etsy is pretty big, right? 21 million buyers on there. That's pretty insane. But it's like a poodle compared to Facebook. I mean, compare 21 million people to 2 billion buyers. It's obviously very, very different. So let's just understand this. Etsy sellers have done all the hard work to find products that sell like hotcakes. They spend a fortune in testing out what sells. They have no time or knowledge in how to scale up. So my question is, who here would love to get their hands on proven to sell like hotcake products and a way to scale them up easily so you could practically write your own check? If I could show you which products sell like crazy on Etsy to that limited audience, where these guys, as Roger said, are making, hey, $1,000 a day. And I could show you how you could turn that 1,000 into $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, $7,000, $10,000 a day, so you could practically write your own check. Would you understand the value of it? Give me a yes if you do. Give me a no if you don't. Okay, people going bonkers. Okay, you guys are understanding it, all right? That's the premise. Again, we're going to do this, make sure everyone understands this. Etsy is a data gold mine like nothing else out there. Why? Again, just to make sure everyone gets this point, there are over 1.5 million sellers who've done all the hard work for you, finding products to sell like crazy, right? Not every one of the 1.5 million people are selling very well, but there are a group of people that are. Now, they are busy in their business. They have no way of scaling up once they exhaust their audience, and 21 million buyers can give you clinical proof of what is hot. So who's starting to smell the gold? We're going to show you how you're going to get that gold into your hands in a minute. But when you start getting a light bulb experience, write the word light bulb in the chat box, because this is huge. Now, lots of people already having a light bulb moment. So Roger saw the gold mine. You see, Etsy's made a ton of people a lot of money. It's nothing in compared to Facebook and other means of scaling up. Okay, that is huge. Well, I'm getting these gremlins absolutely everywhere now. Can't get rid of them. We have so many people here. We may have literally 2,000 people in this room right now, meaning that no one can see what's going on, and I'm getting gremlins and I can't even get rid of them. That's insane. I've never seen that happen before. Okay, so Roger saw that Etsy's nothing compared to Facebook. A decent Etsy seller can make 30 to 50 sales, whilst a decent Shopify store owner using Facebook can easily make 100 to 300 sales a day. Okay, but still, yeah, I mean, yeah, Roger, perhaps I thought you disappeared for a second, but explain what is it? Explain what that means. That with Shopify, how you could literally 10 times the results you could get on Etsy.
Well, it's just because, again, Etsy it's a good marketplace, but it's not a massive one. And it's almost like this. Like, imagine there's a store near your area that's selling these items, and they're unique, and they sell really, really well in this one area, in this one city. Well, imagine if you took that same product and then all of a sudden you started selling it to the world, okay, to the massive audience of the world, and you were able to target the exact potential buyer to the world. Give me a big yes in the chat box if you understand how that is a massive potential growth. You've got this one person who's at their Etsy store and they have no clue about Facebook or Shopify or how to sell elsewhere, and they're happy. They're making like, $200-300 a day. They could be making $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 a day in sales, easy. Easy. I'm going to show you that. So that's the big difference.
Got it. All right. So we're starting to see this now. All right. Let's move on. Again, I'm just negotiating with GoToWebinar, who's not on my side today. Still, Roger worked this thing out, but he still had 3 major hurdles to overcome. Number 1, could he get Etsy sellers to allow him to sell their products on his Shopify store and have them do the fulfillment? Right? He did not want to have to take care of that himself. Number 2, could he get wholesale pricing that would allow him to make a fortune from this, right? He doesn't want to have to be paying a lot of money for products, or he will be limited in the amount of money he could make. And number 3, and this was the biggest hurdle he had to overcome of them all, how could he get his hands on the best-selling Etsy products and sellers to practically guarantee endless growth? In other words, he's got 1.5 million sellers. He does not want to waste his entire life trying to locate which sellers are doing the best and who's got a plethora of product that will allow him to scale up further. He needs to get his
Can
hands on the best. Yes, Roger.
I add something here, guys? Please take down this note, okay? This is a big aha moment for you guys. You'll see why. The last 2 points are very, very important. So write this down. Write down great sellers, okay? And write down great products. If you can find those two things, find outstanding sellers, like those who can push product out for you, who can ship out fast, who have amazing reviews, people who have just amazing products and amazing brands, and people who that you can trust because you're going to be putting your business, putting a lot of emphasis on them shipping and all this kind of stuff. And that was the hardest thing to do because Etsy is very hard to find that. Finding the greatest sellers and the greatest products are the two biggest things for this strategy right here. So I just wanted you guys to sort of write it down because you'll see how this comes into play.
All right. Okay, so let's go through the 3 hurdles and how Roger overcame them and how you're going to overcome them, because obviously that's all we care about. We're not here to tell you a story. We're here to tell you what he did and what you are going to be able to do as of today. So number 1, could he get Etsy sellers to fulfill for him? You bet he could. You see, Roger found that Etsy sellers were desperate for new ways of growing their business. They just didn't have the time to scale up themselves. They are immersed in Etsy and fulfilling their clients. As a result, they don't have time. If you remember the words of of Michael E. Gerber, my very close friend Michael E. Gerber, who said in the E-Myth, he said the following, he said that 99% of business owners are too busy working in their business that they have absolutely no time to work on growing their business. That's what Michael told me the first time I met him. He basically just quoted me the E-Myth, which is absolutely true. And that's the reason why these guys are not going to scale up alone. So, Roger, what happened here? This was at the very beginning when you were just testing the waters. What happened here? What did you notice about these sellers?
So I was in, and I'm going to share with you guys the fan page. This was in July, and I was looking on AliExpress trying to find products for the baseball mom niche, okay, for the baseball mom market. And I was coming empty-handed. I found a couple of bracelets, and I'm going to show you examples, but nothing really nice. And I saw that all my competition in the marketplace were getting AliExpress El Cheapo products that didn't look very good, but they were still selling lots of them. So I started actually, reaching out, and these are the messages back in July. This is when it all started last year when I started going, man, maybe there's an opportunity here. As you can see on the left-hand side, it says, hey, I'm wondering if you could wholesale these and drop ship if I were to sell $200 to $500 a month. And then Courtney says, yeah, sorry, Roger, it's taking me so long to get back to you. I saw your message. I'm on vacation, blah, blah, blah. I can definitely drop ship them. That's not a problem. Thank you so much for your patience. I'd love to work with you if the numbers make sense. And they did. She gave me like an incredible price. I worked out the numbers. We could wholesale the bracelets for $14 and then ship them for us for our customers. And we were selling these for $29.95. So super good profit margin. An amazing seller. She's going to take care of all of the drop shipping, taking care of all my customers, put my own packing slip in there as well. And that's just one example. If you go to the next page, you'll see that there's more. And I noticed that like 95% of Etsy sellers wanted to do this. I said, hey, can you offer these wholesale? I've got a fan page with like 20,000 football moms. I might want to try and sell these. And she says, yeah, the way I break it down is 0 to 25, they're $15 each, 25 to 50, 12 each. And then she talks about shipping and all this other kinds of stuff. So they're willing to do it. They want their products to get out there. And the wholesale pricing is huge because these guys have huge profit margins. They're selling stuff like plastic mugs and shirts that cost $3-4 and they make them, so it's big. If you go to the next one, I think I've got a few more examples. There we go. Hi there. I own snrsports.net, which is down right now because it's not the time of year for baseball or football. It's a seasonal market. I think if we could get our sports moms to picture a picture of their football son's player daughter, it's a keychain with a football and it's got like their picture on it. I could probably sell a lot of those. And she says, thank you. Yes, I can give you a discounted rate at $10 wholesale. I was reselling these at $34.95 because they were customized. And
Wow.
she was shipping them out for like $2.99. So are you guys starting to see, like, give me a big wow in the chat box if you're starting to see how, previously we were stuck with AliExpress, which doesn't really have nice, unique, customized, beautiful types of objects. And here, I mean, this is the most beautiful stuff you'll see. I'm going to show you some examples. And I don't know if I have one more example or not there, Barry. But these are all Etsy messages just showing you that, yeah, these guys are dying to work with people like us. Here's another one here. Oh, I don't see your screen there, Barry.
No, it's not. I don't have the other screen. I don't have another slide.
Okay, cool. So yeah, so just basically sharing with you guys that Etsy people love to wholesale and they love to drop ship.
Awesome. People are getting this method. They understand it. Great. So Roger's now solved two big issues, right? Could he get Etsy sellers to allow him to sell their products on his Shopify store? We're going to talk about Shopify in a few moments. And have them do all the fulfillment? A big yes. Of course they would. Could he get wholesale pricing that would allow him to make a fortune? They were desperate for ways to scale up. Remember, they don't have time, and they're happy for other people to sell their product. Here was the big issue that still remained. How could Roger get his hands on the best-selling Etsy products and sellers so he could practically guarantee endless growth? He could not afford to be wasting his time researching. He wanted to have clinical understanding of what is selling right now. Okay, so we have a good start. And there's some major side benefits. We're going to talk about how he solved the third issue in just a second. Now, Shopify and AliExpress is great, right? You go to AliExpress in order to find products. But here's some amazing additional side benefits that Roger discovered through this Etsy method. Number one, and perhaps, Roger, you can just, again, elaborate upon this. With AliExpress, you're limited with the quality of product you can sell. It's not unique. Of course, you can make a lot of money at AliExpress, and a lot of our members are making money doing that. So it works, and it's great. But now you can sell high-quality, higher-end product from local areas, which is absolutely fantastic. Number two, you can sell extraordinary product that converts with practically no competition. Right? It converts. Not only are these unique and great products, they are converting like crazy. And Roger, and we're going to share with you how he got to find this out, is able to get his hands on these products at will. And you've got fast fulfillment as well. So guys, who sees these major side benefits? Yeah, Roger.
The big thing, guys, is when you're working with AliExpress, it's nice, but it's like, shipping times are like 15 business days. So your customer is not really, because of Amazon's, created a society where they expect their things in the mail within 2 days, right, because of Prime. So what I started seeing was customers were getting upset. Hey, it's been 3 weeks. I'm waiting on my products. When you're working with Etsy sellers, it's just like working with someone who's local, who's got all the stock and who's ready to ship. So that's huge because your customer orders are very frequent because people buy more and more because it's great quality and it ships out very, very quickly. Give me a big yes in the chat box if you understand. We're giving a lot of value here for free today. If you understand just that part of the business model in e-commerce, that doing quick shipping and great quality products will destroy any marketplace out there. You will crush it, okay? I think people are getting this. I can't see the screen, but
everyone's going absolutely bonkers, especially if you're getting wholesale pricing. And we're going to show how you can scale up in 10x results you can get on Etsy. All right, everyone's getting that. Great. All right, as I said, there was that big issue that Roger still needed to address. And that is the biggest problem of all, that Etsy doesn't tell you which products are really hot. They're not going to tell you that. There's not like as a bestseller list that informs you, hey, this product's selling like crazy, or this seller is making $1 million with his or her business. It doesn't tell you that. You can't just like type in a keyword and know what is selling well. So there's a major, major hurdle. Roger started to see you can make money, but it wasn't sustainable without this information. So Roger, what he needed to know is what's selling very well, which sellers are crushing it so he could reach out to the right people, so he would know with 100% certainty which products he could take and scale up effortlessly with the power of Shopify. We're going to talk about that later on. Don't worry about the scaling up business. We're going to discuss that in a few moments. But guys, do you understand? If you have products that are already selling very well in a limited marketplace, if you have a place to scale that up, and you could locate those products and their sellers, so they would come to you and you could talk to them and show them and ask them, would you be willing to fulfill on my behalf and give me wholesale pricing? And Rogers discovered that they would say yes. Do you understand that that is right your own check territory? Okay, I can see Andrea says that is a no-brainer. Tim said that's a no-brainer. Absolutely, says Jennifer, Chuck, Margaret, Melanie, William, Beverly saying yes. Everyone's saying yes. Okay, now, unfortunately, that solution didn't exist until Roger came along. And here's the big news. The fact that that solution doesn't exist means that there aren't people out there that are digging for this gold like Roger is and like you are about to do. This is a huge point. There is practically no competition with this strategy. So Roger knew if he could figure out what's hot and get his hands on these sellers, it would be unstoppable. And he started this process, as we said, $78,000, $74,000 in his first 29 days. It's over $80,000. It's likely to double, if not triple, in the next 30 days, 60 days. It's going to grow even more. He needed to get his hands on these sellers. Why? Because e-commerce is simple. There isn't an easier strategy than this on the internet. Who would agree? If you had the right product that people were desperate to purchase, and you could get it in front of them, and you could get that product at wholesale pricing, and you could charge triple, quadruple the cost it cost you, who understands why that would be game over? Right? Game over if you understand that business model. Again, you could find red hot product that people want. You could get it in front of a massive audience for cheap. You're able to buy it for cheap and sell it for more. Who understands? Cha-chang. That's it. Game over. I'm going to wait for another 500 yeses. All right. People getting this. Okay. So the key is finding those sellers and finding those products. All right. We saw the proof at the very beginning of today. You don't need for us to elaborate upon that. But how on earth did Roger do it? How did he get to $74,000 sales in 30 days? And he's looking to triple, quadruple in the next 90 days. Well, Roger galvanized an entire team to create nothing short of a crystal ball that's going to bring him those Etsy sellers in front of his eyes. So he can reach out to them, get wholesale pricing, and then scale up like crazy. We're going to show you how you scale up in a couple of moments. Now, what Roger was able to create, yes.
My screen is completely frozen, so I'm going to be gone for about 30 seconds or so. I'm going to try to restart my GoToMeeting.
Okay.
All right.
You go. Okay, you go for it. So, guys, what Roger created took a ton of time and a humongous expense because he had to discover an Etsy algorithm that no one knows about. It's not like Etsy has an API that you could just log in and somehow find this thing. You have to find that algorithm that would bring him the very best sellers. So my question to all of you is, who's ready to take a look at the crystal ball right now and watch Roger hunt for gold in front of our eyes? Show me the money right in the chat box. Show me the money. If you want to see it right now, again, just to make this clear, we're going to find right now the hot sellers, what they are selling, and then we've got the information that we need because these guys are stuck in their business. They're working very hard in fulfillment of products that they're trying to take care of their clients. They don't have time to scale up. We're going to find those products that are already converting on Etsy. We're then going to take them. We're going to see the bigger picture, and we're going to scale up like crazy. And I can see here 500, 600 yeses, people coming in. And Roger, as soon as you are back online, let me know. I can see Roger's back here for this big moment. That's what happens, guys, when you have when you hit your limit on GoToWebinar. Screens start to freeze. Okay, so let me just share with you just one point in preparation for this. And this is really, really important. Nothing like this exists. It doesn't exist. And one of the things you're going to find, I'm going to talk about this in just a couple of moments as we show you the crystal ball. The one thing you need to understand when it comes to e-commerce, you always need to be one step or two steps ahead of the game. If you're not, then you're going to find a situation where you are lagging behind. So what you're about to see is where Roger is steps ahead of anyone else, and he is consistent. I've never seen a person like this who is consistently ahead of the game. 2 steps, 3 steps ahead of the game. Roger, as soon as you are with us, just give me a big yes, and if you can just confirm you're with us. Okay, looks like Roger's missing, guys. Looks like the suspense is going to kill us. Just wait on there for a few more seconds. Roger is he just told me there he is, in the nick of time. Roger, you've created a suspense. This is like the end of Dallas in 1990. This is ridiculous. All right, Roger, why don't you just take the screen and show everyone the crystal ball and how you're able to hunt for gold.
All right, so what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to grab the screen, and hopefully this goes well. All right, so as I'm here, okay, and I'm in Etsy, if you look at Etsy the way it is right now, you'll notice that it is not user-friendly as far as finding really great selling products. It's almost impossible. And I think they do that because they want to keep their best sellers to themselves. They don't want to share this type of information. I don't think it's, it's to be malicious. I just think they make it really hard for us to find out what's doing really well on Etsy. So if I go in here and look up a product, let's say baseball moms or something like that, it's going to bring up categories, but again, I can't really see, what is really crushing it. They have ads up here. I can't really see what is selling like a lot of, tons and tons of products. I can't see that. So same thing if you go here and you type in, t-shirts, and you want to see what are the really big sellers, like those that are selling lots and lots and lots and thousands, you can't really see what's going on, what's really well. So I started working with a big team of programmers. This was about 4 months ago, and we started creating an algorithm that would let us know what the heck is going on with Etsy. Who are the top sellers, and what are they selling, and what items are actually doing really well? Because I figured if I could figure that one thing out, who's really doing well so that they could fulfill for me, and what items are selling, I could create a gold mine, because I could then take those same items, and instead of selling it to maybe 21 million people where a small percentage might be interested, I could take it to 1 billion, 2 billion people on Facebook and really scale things up. So let me show you what I've done. I've created, something very powerful called Etsify, which is a search machine tool for Etsy. So as you can see, if I type in, t-shirt here, it doesn't really give me much, it just gives me a few t-shirts. If I go in here and type in t-shirts, you'll notice that it is going to start doing some research here for me, and I have to log in, of course. Give me 30 seconds, not even. I think the suspense is really good on this one, Barry, so far anyway. All right, so I'm going to go here and type in t-shirts and hit the search button. And what is it doing? It is currently trying to find all of the best-selling shirts, so those that are really doing well. And then it's going and it's getting all of the statistics in the background that are happening with that. It's also getting me all of the seller feedback. So is this a good seller? And it's also telling me, what the average price is in that general big marketplace, what the average item is. And I've created an algorithm that tells me if something has a high probability of selling, and it's been working extremely well. If it's got 5 flames here, it's because it's got tons of favorites, tons of actual reviews. It's got a ton of social, so it actually goes and tries to see if this has a lot of potential social reach, right? So here, a cat shirt, which is the first one. Why is this 5 flames? Well, It's favorited by over 18,000 people on Etsy, so obviously the community loves it. It's got over 4,000 feedback, okay? It also checks on social media, on Facebook. Is there a community for cat lovers? Yes, there is. So that creates a lot of pull as well, because it's saying, hey, this is social, it can go social, and it's really doing well on Etsy. And as you can see, it's bringing up these really cool shirts. Right here, and I'm getting this weird thing from GoToWebinar. Can you see this on my screen? Webinar's reached 1,000 again.
Yeah.
And as you can see, it's bringing me some awesome shirts. Look at this one, guys. And here's how this works. Okay, this is really crazy. This is like really powerful. So if I see here Jurassic Pug, which is the pug dog market. Okay, let's take that as an example. The pug dog market. There's a shirt here that's selling extremely well. Here's what I can do, guys. Look at the right-hand side. I can click on View VFever best-selling items, and then I can do research into their own store and see what they're selling and how much of each item are they selling and what's hot. So this is super powerful, guys, because we can find all of the hottest selling products and then create a very simple Shopify store and start mass marketing this on Facebook. Now this is going through this store to try to find their top selling products in their store. And as you can see, they've got the seashell one, yin yang one, Jurassic Pug, and it gives it a rating of how well it should do if you take it to social media. Write OMG in the chat box if you get this. Write OMG in the chat box if you understand that there are over 50 variables in the back end of this thing that's working so hard to try to find the top selling products on Etsy that you can then take, guys, within minutes to Facebook and Shopify. Okay, it looks simple, but there are like 50 algorithms in the back that are working, looking at reviews, looking at favorites, looking at social media, looking at reach, looking at social reach. Okay, this is an absolute killer tool. And as we keep going, you'll just keep finding more and more markets that you can start to hit. Okay, the mountain is calling me. This is for campers. Best uncle ever. This is a shirt. World's greatest farter. That might be for Barry. We've got world's okayest brother. Sushi rolls, not gender rolls. That's a funny one. And from here, we can create and look and go into markets just by looking at this. So just with this one thing here, you could actually, create your own store and find really good selling shirts. Now, I told you I was in the baseball niche, right? And I found a lady on Etsy that had a really hot product in the baseball mom niche. And just to share with you, if my ideas work, if this tool worked, this tool told me that these would be some of the best sellers because I used to do all this research manually by hand. It would take hours. And I looked at this and I said, you know what, this would work. So this is an Etsy product on my page. And I said, hey, would you like us to bring these to our store? Personalized, right? I'm sold below if you love it and you want one. And as you can see, 82 people were like, I'm sold, I'm sold, I'm sold, because they're used to seeing, crappy stuff from AliExpress, crappy bracelets and stuff like that, like this here, baseball mom, that looked like they were made by a 12-year-old, okay, somewhere. Ugly kind of stuff. That's what that market was putting out. So when I did some research manually, going through the listings and then opening up all the reviews and counting by hand and then looking and all of this kind of stuff, I found these types of products where people went absolutely nuts for on Facebook. And that's how I can take any store and literally go from zero to how much I can scale. And again, if you're working directly with the Etsy person that can scale, then you don't have to carry any stock. You don't have to have any risk. You don't have to fulfill on the orders and do customer service and break your head doing all of that. Now, if you want to take it to the next level and have your own products, you certainly can. But why have that headache when you can go directly to Etsy and find people that can supply for you? All right? Give me a big wow in the chat box if you got a light bulb moment here. This is the magic, guys, of this tool. It allows you to search for anything. If you're in the jewelry market, you type in jewelry, and then it's going to go out and it's going to start doing its algorithm thing, and within about 3 minutes or so, you're going to have some information on some of the best-selling jewelry and what kind of jewelry it is, and all of this kind of stuff. So it goes out there and it does so much work so quickly that it is absolutely just mind-blowing. And guys, the number one reason why people fail in an e-commerce business is because they don't have the right product, okay? They don't have the right product and they don't have the right niche. And here, by doing simple research, you can find the right product and the right niche. And if you find the right niche, okay, like I told you with my with a baseball, proud to be a baseball mom story here. How did I find the perfect niche? Well, let's do this, okay? I'm going to go in something called Facebook Insights, and this allows me to find out, if there is a market for what I'm selling, okay? Facebook Insight is a free tool, and it allows you to do some research to see if there's an audience there, if there's an actual demand for something that you might have. So let me show you this. If I go here and I click on women, okay, and I know if they're a baseball mom, they're probably between the ages of like 30 and 43 years old, okay? And here's the other thing. I'm going to go here and I'm going to click on advanced, okay? And I'm going to click on parents because they're most likely a parent if they're a baseball mom. So I'm going to say between the ages of 4 and 12 and 13 and 15 years of age. Now here's what I'm going to do. In interest, I'm going to type in Little League Baseball. Because if you're a baseball mom, you're probably like the Little League Baseball stuff, right? So I'm going to click on that and look right here, okay? Just with this one little interest, and I'm going to keep adding some more. Oh, baseball. There we go. All right, just with very quickly searching for, I've got access to 250,000 moms that are fans of baseball, and they're going to want to buy this stuff, anything I'm selling, okay, just with a little bit of research. Now let's do the same thing for, let's say, football, okay? Football's another market, if football moms, right? So if we do high school football, okay, and do a quick search for that, there's 150,000 people there that would buy this product. So as you can see, you can really start to dig down and find these markets. If you're in the, we saw a shirt there for cats, cat lovers. Well, if I go here and reset this to all people between the ages of 30 and let's say 55, and we started doing, I love cats, okay, I love my cat. There are 25 to 30,000 people there, cat lovers, okay, and I can keep adding and adding, and I'd be in the millions, okay? If I just keep doing, cats, people that love animals, cats, lovers, we love cats. As I keep going, the audience is going to grow and grow and grow, and I'm going to share with you guys in my training how to get these audiences to in the millions of people. But give me a big OMG in the chat box if you're starting to see how I'm taking products that are hot on Etsy, doing simple research on Facebook, and then just connecting the two. Making money here isn't hard, guys. It's pretty easy because, again, the market is there. The product is there. You just have to connect the two, and that's all I'm doing. That's all I'm doing. I'm just the middleman connecting the two. So Barry, that's the biggest part of the strategy right there, is finding that perfect product digging down on that big audience and then putting them together and just making sales.
Marion saying this is absolute genius. People are saying OMG. People are saying this is unreal. It really, Roger, this is, we call this a crystal ball. It really is that. You found products that are definitely converting on Etsy, and you now take them to Facebook, and you could just scale this thing up like crazy.
Yeah, I mean, look at this, right here. This item right here, crochet ivory barefoot sandals, really cute item. It's a big market for fashion and people that love fashion and stuff. This would sell. This would crush it. That is awesome. Look at if we keep going down here, there's some really cool stuff here with mermaids, right? So there's a really cool mermaid type of a piece of jewelry here. If I go to Audience Insights, right, and I just type in mermaids, I've never checked this, but there's probably people that like My Little Mermaid, things like that. If I click on that and I add mermaid as well, I've got right here potentially 700,000 people that would like that bracelet, and that bracelet's a proven seller. So it's not a guessing game, okay? It's not a guessing game when you have this piece of software. It's game over, okay? Game over, and you can start looking, and look at this. Inspirational bracelet, motivational bracelets, 24 bucks. These would sell like hotcakes, okay? I'm going to click on the listing. It's going to bring up the Etsy tool. And then again, if I go into Facebook, into Audience Insights, I could go here and type in something like, go for the women market, because it's a woman who's going to buy this, and do inspiration, okay? Artistic inspiration. I've never done that. That's 90,000 people. They would go for that. Inspirational quotes, women that love inspirational quotes and stuff like that. We're now 200,000. Okay, daily inspirational quotes, 200,000. And if we kept going, I could get an audience size of about 1 million. Just start adding different keywords and stuff. And that tells me, all right, I've got 200,000-300,000 people. I can start marketing this and testing this right now. Is the process long? Do I have to import all these products in from China? Do I have to get a supplier? No, just send a quick message to the person on Etsy and say, hey, I'm doing a test. Would you be willing to drop ship these? And they'll say, yeah, sure. Poof, you put it on your Shopify store, put up a quick ad, and within 5 or 10 minutes you'll know if you've got a winner or not. So this, guys, is the biggest discovery for me anyway this year, is putting together this powerful search tool that just gives us just so much insight as to what's selling. Look at this Pitbull necklace, right? Right here, tons. They're selling tons of them, right? We've got. I'm just in jewelry. Look at this. La Fleur de Lis. This is something for Paris and Quebec fans. That would sell like crazy. Book necklace. That would sell to book lovers all day long. I just hope you guys are getting this. I'm getting like 50 ideas a minute here as to what we could sell, and it would probably crush it. So again, guys, I hope that you guys. Yeah.
Roger, I do have one question for you, and that is, our members, right now, you know what works. I mean, instinctively, you know what works and what doesn't work. When our members say to you, Roger, this product, are you able to look at it and say, go for it? I know 9 times out of 10 when you say that to us, it works. Are you able to do that when people say, what do you think of this? Do you have that intuition already, or is it all through the tool?
It's 99% through the tool. The 1% that you need, guys, is you need to be able to target the audience in your mind. Like if you look at this, right, an opal ring, like, I can't really target specifically someone who likes opal rings. But something like this, barefoot sandals, they're stylish, they're trendy, they're fashionable. So I could probably, okay, this is where, in this, I'm going into a little bit of trainings. I want to give you guys value here, but look, these crochet ivory barefoot sandals, I'll tell you because I know they will sell, okay, to the Kim Kardashian type loving person, okay? So if I type in Kim Kardashian, people who like style and they're all about fashion and all this kind of stuff, there's over 600,000 people, women that are between 30 and 55, that would buy this item right now, okay? And this is all because I know this is on fire, it's in a great market because the search tool is telling me. And then I could even go into her store and click on it here, and it'll load up in a second, and it'll tell me what else could sell, right? Because it depends on how hot things are. And you'll find other hot items that you can add to your Shopify store if they allow you to drop ship, which they will, right? So not everyone contact these people. I'm just giving examples here, but I just want you to know that there is a massive opportunity for anyone who starts using this tool and what I'm about to teach you guys. So it's powerful. It really, really is powerful, Barry.
Awesome, awesome. Do you want to hand it back to me, Roger?
Can you take it back? Because my thing is still frozen. There's too many people in here. It's just completely zonked out.
Thank you, Brett. I think Brett has just helped us out with that. Okay, guys, so look at this. I think Roger's just shared with you a absolute, it's not a gold mine, it's a diamond mine, because you now have a way to find the very best-selling products and sales on Etsy with a few clicks of the mouse. You've removed all the guessing from your marketing, from e-commerce. They've done all the backbreaking work of trying to find the right products to sell, etc. They're willing to fulfill and charge you wholesale prices. This is exciting. Now, let's now turn this into really fast money for you. Let's go through this step by step so that you guys get this, because I think you've now got the pieces. Now let's put them all together so you've got a solid plan moving forward. Number one, you're going to research products that sell like crazy. And we've already given examples of that. We don't have to go over that again, but you basically are just going to do some basic research. Perhaps, Roger, do you have anything, 30 seconds to add in terms of how people should research, the process they should go through?
You mean for Etsy?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, I mean, again, you should start broad. So when you get your hands on this tool, you start broad like we did. You know, T-shirts, jewelry, markets that we know that are selling well, and then you dig down, and then you dig down in the store to find out what's selling. So I always start broad with markets that I just know that are selling. Dog toys, dog markets, you name it. And then from there, I start digging down, finding more products, finding hotter products, and then finding stores that are really crushing it, and then approaching them and saying, hey, can we take all of your products to Shopify and Facebook and let me market them? And 9 out of 10 times they say yes.
All right. So that's what you're going to do, number one. Number two, you want to make sure that there's an audience in Facebook, right? We've already located products that sell like crazy on Etsy. Now we've got to make sure we've got a big enough audience on Facebook that is going to make us a ton of sales. So Roger's already shared with you the audience insights, how he does it on Facebook. And Roger, let's just be honest about this. If someone doesn't know anything about Facebook, is completely fresh or may not have succeeded with Facebook in the past, how difficult is it for them to do that initial research with the Insights tool?
Oh, it's easy. And guys, I took a group of people on our last program about 4 or 5 months ago, complete newbies, never touched Facebook before. And some of my guys are doing, over $10,000, $15,000, $20,000, $30,000 a month. So it's not that hard. I know it seems a little scary, but it really isn't, guys, once you get the hang of it.
Okay, so it's a matter of just testing to make sure, is there a big enough audience? If there isn't, you drop it and you move to the next one. You go back to the tool and then come back. Once you're satisfied that there's a good audience, you can move on to step 3. Guys, I just want to make sure you understand that. Give me a yes in the chat box if that makes sense to you. Okay? There's no point. Don't ever be married to a product that you think is cool. If there isn't an audience for it, forget it. We'll leave it where it is. Okay? We want to make money here. That's the key. Then we're going to move into step 3. Okay? And step 3, we're going to build our store because we want to sell that product. Now, this part is really easy. You have the right products to sell. You know you've now got a massive audience to sell them to. We've already showed you that's easy. Now you need to build a simple store that will do all the selling for you. And that's even easier. We've got the template ready for you. We've got all the plugins ready for you. It's a piece of cake. Anyone that is, how do I set up a Shopify store? How do I do it? This is a walk in the park. I mean, Roger, for people testing this out, using Shopify, etc., I mean, how long would it take them to set up a store with everything you've got ready to go in there?
Oh, I mean, it's a few minutes. Shopify is so fast. You know, you open up your store. We've got a great relationship, direct access to Shopify, so it's fast for you guys. You'll be up and running in minutes. You'll have your own store. I'll show you guys where to get logos and stuff. It's quick.
All right, and then step number 4, guys, is we're going to test. And there's a big disclosure here, guys. Anyone that cannot fulfill this disclosure, cannot say yes to this is not for you. And that is, you need to test. We've done all the research. We got the right product. We looks like we've got the audience. We now want to test. And Roger explained in a minute why we're testing, what we're testing. But this is important for you to understand. If you're not willing to invest $10 to $20 to guarantee you're going to hit an absolute home run like Roger's been hitting, then this is not for you. If you say you can't do that, you're not willing to test anything, you just want to see money fall out of the sky, this is not for you. This is a real business. The strategy will not work for you because we do not want to guess our way to success. We want to make sure it's practically scientific. So I want a commitment in the chat box, me, that if you're going to be involved with this Instafy strategy, Instafy, if you're going to be involved with this Etsy formula, that you are going to be willing to test. That you'll spend $10, $20. You may need to test, Roger, 3 or 4 products before you hit a home run. So you've got to have your $30, $50 set aside, knowing this is my testing money. Okay? If you can't say that, this is not for you. All right? Very important. Roger, why are we testing? Why is it so important?
Well, it's very important because we'll know very quickly if we get a good click-through rate, if we're getting a good CPC, cost per click, and I share with you guys all of this stuff in the training, but it just takes a little bit of money. I can tell pretty quickly if something's going to take off or if something's just not going to take off. So $10, $15, $20 is plenty to get some data there to get things rolling anyway.
Okay, so that's step number 4. Now, again, you need to have that $10, $20 to be able to test this. You may need to do 3 or 4 tests before you hit a home run. But guys, that extra day of work, of testing, the few minutes of testing, you test 3 or 4 products, which one worked, now you can scale up. But you need a little bit of patience. It's important. So if you're not willing to commit a couple of dollars, $30, $50, in order to make a few tens of thousands of dollars, this is not for you. That's very important. I want to make that clear. Once you've got the product, you've tested it out, there is an audience, they want to buy it, it's just a matter of scaling up. Once your little test provides you with those positive results, that's how you explode your business. Remember, not every product's going to win. The worst thing that can happen, and you just have to be aware of this, you'll lose $10, $20 in a few minutes of your time that didn't work. If it didn't work, drop it. We're not married to our ideas or the products that we thought are cool. The marketplace would tell us what is working. But you would definitely, 3, 4 products, you should be seeing something. If you follow Roger's advice and you use the tool, you should be hitting a home run. And many times you'll be hitting, and Roger showed in his example when he started this in January, how he was able to hit a home run with the very first product that he had. Remember the rule of e-commerce. You got the right product, and you've got a way to scale it up. You can put it in front of the audience on Facebook. Remember, we're getting wholesale prices. You can practically write your own check. Guys, who thinks that is exciting? Give me a big me in the chat box. If you think the idea of being able to get wholesale products, great products, a massive audience to sell them to, a way to sell them to, and a way to scale up quickly, that is exciting. And this really is truly exciting. Now, Roger, you want to say something?
I'm just saying people are going absolutely nuts for this, and it's cool because I've just been working at it for so long, so it's very cool to see you guys appreciate this. So I appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, so guys, if you want to 10x your numbers, okay, you just want to, when I say write your own check, I mean it. The difference between someone who wants to make a $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 a month from this and someone that wants to make 30, 40, 50, 70, Roger's going to triple up to a couple of $100,000 a month. It's growing out of this world. The difference is just adding more products, doing a little bit more research using the machine, and repeating the above formula. There's no other hidden secrets. This is it. You just got to have the expertise of someone by your side that can tell you that's a great niche. don't do that, do this. No, that shows you how to make the right research and spend a few minutes researching the right way, how to test it, and then explode. That is the key to your success. So what then could possibly hold you back from creating instant profits and really building a business that you'll be proud of, that you can scale, scale, scale? What could possibly hold you back? Number one, maybe you're scared about setting up a Shopify store. Well, we're going to show you how to do it. It's going to be blisteringly quick because we've got the plugins ready for you. We're going to show you what to use. We've got the templates ready for you to apply. You'll be setting up your stores in minutes. It's gone. Anyone that's worried about, oh, I don't know how to build that type of thing, forget it. Maybe you're concerned about Facebook advertising. I can understand that you may be concerned of something you may not have done before. It's simple, guys, when you understand that you've got a winning product in your hand. You know your audience. Now you just need to go and find them using the Insight tool, and Roger will share with you how to do that. 99% of the hard work's been done for you. We just show you how to do the rest. It's step by step. It's simple. But you literally, and we've had members do this using a different strategy, but using Facebook, absolutely crushing it. Complete newbies. Not people with any sort of advertising background or anyone that's got any online experience. Newbies. It's simple as long as you follow the script that Roger shares with you. Maybe another thing that could hold you back. Maybe you've been banging your head trying to find the right products to sell. You have no idea what to sell or which audience to set it to. Well, we've got you covered with the Crystal Ball software. You'll be able to find those products at will, and you'll have an opportunity to scale your business up. The opportunity here is insane. The only other thing that you might have at your disadvantage that you don't have is you don't have what I have, which is Roger by your side as you build your business. Well, we've got you covered. As long as you're committed to follow along with Roger as he guides you step by step through the process, as long as you're committed, and this is our one big condition today, that you will send us in a love letter or a testimonial, whichever you prefer. Once you make your first $10,000 of this strategy, then you are ready to go. Guys, give me a big I will in the chat box. If you would be committed to follow along Roger's simple step-by-step and having him by your side, not just telling you what works, but building it out together. This is done with you. Okay, I want to make this clear, guys. This is not just going to be training of this is what you do. It's done with you. So every step of the way, you build that Shopify store together. You search and hunt for gold together. You find niches together. That's what this is all about. I can see Roger, everyone saying, I will, I will. All right. There's only one final issue, guys, and this is something that no one else tells you about, but we're going to put this to bed the first time ever. The final issue is we all know that e-commerce changes. How do you stay ahead of the game? I'm telling you right now, today's strategy with Etsy gives you the power to be able to build a business super fast and scale like crazy. Roger, $70,000 in 29 days is up to over 80 already, just a few days later. It's easy. But how do you stay ahead of the game so you are consistently way ahead of anyone else? Answer. How would you like to be invited into Roger's laboratory? What would you do to be able to sit there looking at Roger in his laboratory, where Roger is spending hundreds of thousands of dollars testing out what's working with e-commerce, discovering what's working, the trends and the strategies, months before anyone else even thinks about it? Give me a big I would do anything if you would love to be with Dr. Roger in the laboratory. Okay, I'm talking about not just for the next week or a couple of weeks. I'm talking about for the next 6 months. I'm going to wait, and we may not continue, Roger, if I don't see 980 yeses, because if people don't want to be in your laboratory, we shouldn't continue. I can see, oh my gosh, freezing GoToWebinar. All right. Guys, this is exciting because you know what products to sell. You know which products can be scaled up. You'll know exactly which products are going to make you a fortune with a little $10 marketing test. You're going to discover the easiest way to market on Facebook using Roger's proven strategy, and you're going to be held by the hand in the process, and you're going to be held tight for the next 6 months. All right, so I want to ask who here now would like to have Roger by their side, hunting for Etsy gold, so you can start making e-commerce fortune in the next 30 days or less. Who wants to be light years ahead of anyone else, short term with Etsy, medium term, long term? This is it. I want you to write, this is it if you are ready to transform your e-commerce life. And I can see people going bonkers. Guys, we welcome you to our Etsify Six Figures Masters. Everything you need to make an instant e-commerce fortune, but to sustain it, not just in the short term, medium term, and long term as well. Goodness me, that's crazy. It's still going there. You're getting access to the Etsify Six Figures Masters with everything you need, all the training you need by your side, the software you need done for you, ongoing 6 months Roger Laboratory Mastermind done with you support. You're getting your hands on the Etsify machine. It helps you dig for gold. Nothing like this exists out there. You have virtually no competition digging for gold because it's going to allow you to find products that are selling like crazy, giving you the ability to 10x their results using the power of Facebook with Shopify, almost having a crystal ball in front of your eyes that allows you to legally steal the Etsy sellers' time, money, and energy that went into finding products that sell like crazy. You'll know exactly which products to go after, which to avoid, and where to find complementary products for scaling up like Roger is. And Roger only started off with a couple of products, and he's on $80,000. When he gets to 12, 13 products, which is the next step, he's likely to hit $200,000 to $300,000 a month. There's no need to fulfill on products ever again. You can get them done by Etsy sellers. So you get all the advantages of working with Etsy, unique products that people desperately want, wholesale prices, and also fast fulfillment. You don't need to outsource this to China. You're also getting access to six-figure Etsy training. We're going to show you how to dig for gold, how to do a quick test to practically guarantee your success, how to scale your sales up very quickly, and how to 10x your business and virtually write your own check. In the first session, we're going to dig for gold together. This is not just this is what you do. We're doing it together. We're going to show you how to search for gold market research to find insane winners. Roger's going to show you step by step how to use the most powerful tools ever to find home run products. You're going to do that together. You're going to learn the secrets to making sure you put the odds in your favor when setting up your store. By the end of the session, you're going to have 3 or 4 products in your hand ready to go. It's not just theory, guys. This is practice, done with you training. No one left behind. So you've ever in the past had a concern that, you know, I go through training and it's all good, but applying it to problem, it's over. Those days are over. It's by your side. Session number 2, audience insights revealed. You found a great product in session number 1. They're in your bag. They're ready to go. Can you make a few thousand sales with that or just a couple of sales with that? This module is going to dig audience insights. You're going to be able to follow along and apply in live time so you can find out whether your market exists or not. We're going to show you how to guarantee your success with a little test of $10 or $20. You don't need to guess ever again. Once you've got a positive result, you know that the game is over. Again, warning, for this to work, you've got to have a couple of dollars available for budget for testing this out. We recommend $30 to $50 so you can test out your 3 or 4 products efficiently. Do not join this program if you do not absolutely commit to treating this like a science. We're going to make sure that we're going to have a group of people joining. We want 100% success rate, which means you've got to be committed to spend a few minutes in testing. In session number 3, you're getting access to the Shopify store secrets revealed in live time together. We're going to build a Shopify store for you. We're going to show you the plugins. We're going to put them in there. We're going to give you the template. We're going to throw that in there. We're going to show you how to set them up quickly. And by the end of the session, you'll have your store up and running and ready to take orders. It's not just theory, guys. It's practice. We want the group that joins, we want 100% success. We literally are going to do this together. It's going to take us more of our time and our team's time to do this. But you know what? This is so powerful. Anyone that joins, we want to make sure that they are successful. Remember, Roger has spent an absolute fortune in website traffic to Shopify. He knows what works. He knows how to set up that store to perfection. He knows how to get more sales than practically anyone else I know by setting up his store the right way. You're going to learn how to mass market in session 4 using Facebook the easy way. It's going to be step by step. We're going to be able to show you exactly what you need to do and exactly how he sets up his ads, how you apply them, and you're going to get started on the training. So it's done with you. And we're going to show you how to mass market and mass increase the sales and the profits of your business in session number 5. We're going to show you how to take a small winner, scale it up big, using some never shared before secrets of mass traffic and sales. That's how you're going to be able to sell thousands of product as opposed to just tens of product. In short, in under 30 days with Roger by your side, you'll have your winning products in place, your store set up, taking sales, your mass scaling up operation all ready to go. It won't get any easier than this. Because remember, Etsy sellers have done all the hard work. We're harnessing and leveraging their hard work, and we are applying it into our business for quick results. And now, for the biggest e-commerce bonus perhaps ever given on the web. You will not believe, and this is limited, guys, extremely limited. 75 Platinum members today are going to get access to Roger's monthly Inner Circle lab updates. Roger will be leaving his lab or inviting you to join him in his lab to be able to see what's working in e-commerce. If you want to be months ahead of the game, he's testing new markets. You'll be the first to know what's hot and how to master it. You will not find more innovative strategies anywhere working right now on the web than this. And just full disclosure, Roger is making a ridiculous amount of money on e-commerce. And I'm telling you, and I'm saying this as a praise to Roger, and you didn't know I was going to add this slide in there, this element of the slide. Most people doing what Roger's doing in e-commerce would retire because he's making a crud load of money without spending a lot of time on his business. But we made a commitment, and that commitment we've held true throughout our journeys together, and most of the people here have been with us for years, that we would be there by your side. When we find things that work, you'll be the first to know, and we want you to join us on the journey. And that's exactly what we're going to do. So you're going to get 6 months of this laboratory update. So you want to be ahead of the game, not just now, but moving forward. This is it. No one's going to be more informed than you, allowing you to grow your business, not just in the short term, but the medium and long term also. This is for 75 first Platinum members only. So if you want to be part of this and you want to change your e-commerce life, you need to be ready. Plus, you're going to get a mega fast start, you cannot fail mega bonus. The members who join us right now on this webinar, where Roger's going to reveal 10 surefire markets on this training session, and we're looking at your markets, making sure that you get it right the first time. Guys, this is done with you. This is a very simple done with you training together with the software that you need to be successful. Guys, there are 2 options right now, and you need to be ready for the link. Gold, you get access to the exclusive training. There's going to be Q&A sessions as well, plus support from the success team led by Ian Jascourt. If you want to go for Platinum Masters Extreme for just $997, you're not just getting the training and the sessions and access to the success team, you're getting the crystal ball machine that's got $7,997 worth of value. You're getting 6 months of mastermind. You're entering into laboratory with Roger. That's for 75 first Platinum members only who will be joining. And you're going to be hunting for gold with Roger in the fast start training. Guys, get ready because we've got a packed audience here today. Before I get there, of course, you cannot fail guarantee. You're going to follow along our training, use the most innovative web and powerful tools around for Etsy. If you're not blown away and see yourself in live time with us, building your business, you're going to be doing it with us. If it's not working for you, just let us know within 14 days of the start of training, and we'll happily refund you. But you're going to see this in live time, guys. This is not just theory. In live time, you're going to be building these assets out together. It's going to go quickly, guys. You better be ready. Here it is. GetEtsy.com. You need to go to Etsy.com. We've got a ton of bonuses that we've thrown into this, none bigger than the mastermind. 6 months, and you'll be ahead of the game, not just now, but in the medium and long term as well. As soon as you join, give me a big I'm in the chat box as soon as you join, and let us know that you are in. We are packed. I'm still getting this thing. I can't get rid of it, Roger. Can you see it on the screen? Got 1,000 people. It goes,
Yeah,
you need to go there.
My go-to webinar is completely frozen. So yeah, you're gonna have to do the shout-outs with this one because I can't see any of the chat. It's just totally frozen.
I can see people already flying in. I can't believe it. Jim is in. Jim from Sweden has made it in. You are safe. 74 seats left. Arnold is in. You're in. 73 seats left for Platinum. Confirm your Platinum when you join. Daniel Woodsnip is in at Platinum. 71 left at Platinum. Charles is in. It's safe. This is insane. And we got a lot of things coming up your way in just a few moments. I can see people joining like crazy. Mike LaRouche is in. Is safe. Andrew, Skim is in. You are safe. B is trying to join. Kale is in. You are safe. Mike LaRouche is in at Platinum. Thank you for that update, Mike. Bobby is in. You are safe. This is going absolutely insane. Okay, let me just carry on with the presentation, Roger, because I'm not going to be able to keep up with this. Okay, we're going to get there in just a second. We've got an unadvertised mega bonus as well. And Roger, perhaps even share this. This is like, you know, most people would create an entire course around this. This is a bonus. But Roger, you're going to show people that, you know what, a simple way to make another $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, $7,000, $10,000 a month using Etsy, not with, even before the scale up. Perhaps describe to everyone what this is all about and why this is so invaluable.
So I love Etsy. You know, it's still a great marketplace. 21 million buyers in there. You know, it's not that small of a marketplace. So I'm actually going to train you guys on how to set up your Etsy store, your own store. So if you want to start bringing in your own products and start really crushing it with Etsy, we've been playing around with it and doing it extremely well in the last 2 or 3 months or so. And I'm going to do a bonus training session only for the Platinum members that are joining the first 75. I'm going to share with you guys some of my most prized Etsy secrets so that you can start scaling your stores and selling more products and using the Etsy system to, I mean, listen, I'll take the 30, 40, 50 sales a day from Etsy. It's great. So absolutely,
what does that mean,
we'll do a special
what does that, when you say 30, 40, what does that mean in terms of money? Again, just so people understand the potential with that.
I mean, our average order size is about $26, so you know that's an extra, I don't know, $800 to $1,000 a day, roughly.
Okay, not too bad. I can see. Wow, people are joining like crazy here. Manuel is in. You are safe. You're the last to join. PJ, you're in. You're safe. Jennifer Fee, great to have you on board. You're in. You are safe. Paul English, you are in. You are safe. Marion Pochon is in. You are safe. Liz has just made it. Elizabeth has just made it in. You are safe as well. And this is going crazy. Jay, author, is in. You are safe. All right, let's continue. I'm going to ask you a bunch of questions, Roger. We're going to go circle back to that mastermind in a second because it's an insane bonus, Roger. Let's just go over this. Can anyone do this? Be honest. Tell us who can't do it. I'm going to list you a couple of people that can't do it, not names, but types of people. But can anyone do this in your estimation? Or what does it take to be successful with this?
Listen, I'm trying, Barry. I'm trying to put the odds in everyone's favor, and I think with the months of putting this program together, and the software does 95% of the work, you know, which is finding great products, and then, you know, doing a bit of research tells you if it's in a demand market. And I'm going to share with you guys how to do this in the training. So, yes, I really do believe anyone can do this. You know, we're going to be going through step by step. If you guys have done any training with me before, you know I'm very thorough. It's 1 hour training sessions, and each hour is taking you one step closer, you know, to that final destination. So we're going to be working together closely and putting all the pieces together. And I'm not going to let anyone behind here. So I'm fully committed to this, and it's going to happen very quickly, guys. The training sessions on this one will happen, you know, one after the other, so it's not going to be a huge, drawn-out program where you gotta, yeah.
Roger, this is important because there are people here you know, this could become a medical problem for some people. They're trying to join, having issues buying. Guys, if you want to join, what we've done, we've set this aside in advance. 10 seats have been set aside for members who are having an issue joining. What you need to do in order to be able to save your seat, you're trying to join, you need to speak to your spouse, you're having an issue, you want to grab a seat, this is your last chance because this is going to sell out. We've left a few seats for the encore, and we've got a few seats for people having a prom join. 10 seats, this is what you need to do. Fill in the form below. It's called saveetsy.com. Go to saveetsy.com. And guys, if you can put that into the chat box, please. Support team, put that into the chat box. Saveetsy.com. You need to go over there now. You cannot wait. You're having a problem joining. You need to speak to your spouse, your credit card you can only use tomorrow. Whatever it is, go to saveetsy.com. You will receive a phone call from Coach Gary from a 315 number. If that's correct, Gary, give me a yes on Skype. Is it a 315 number? When you receive a call from a 315 number, you need to answer it. First come, first serve. Gary will be calling. He's got an hour or so to be able to make the first 10 people to be able to answer that question. Hopefully, you know, you need to go there. He has a couple of slots available. You can fit in the time. You can speak with him. If he's not calling you immediately, go right now to saveetsy.com and give me a big save in the chat box if you need Gary to call you. Write the word save me in the chat box and Gary will be onto us like a bullet. I can see a couple of people. I can see more people in the meantime have joined. Roger, are you completely frozen, aren't you? I'm always
it's completely frozen.
All right, so I can tell you, they're just going over the last people to join. Stanley Stevens, you are in, you've made it in safe. Harold Hillius, you are in, you are safe. John, you are in, you are safe. Lana, you've made it in. Susan has made it in. Corey Shot, you're in, you are safe. Kim, you're in, you are safe. Chantel, you've made it in, you're safe. Wonderful to have you on board. Bill F, you're in, you are safe. Those are last few people to have joined. I can see more people are trying to join as we speak. As soon as you join, you need to give me a big I'm in the chat box so we can welcome you into the program. 75 people are going to be getting access to an absolutely insane bonus. That mastermind, Roger, that we described, and let's just go over that a minute before we go into more question and answers. You're basically giving people 6 months of access to your laboratories. Perhaps share with everyone, what are you doing in your laboratories? How much money are you spending? What are you doing? And how do you come up with so many ideas that you're able to share with our members? Perhaps to talk a little bit about that crazy laboratory you got going.
Well, basically, I mean, I'm spending an absolute fortune in my e-commerce business for attracting new customers, either it be using Google, either it be on Amazon, either it be on pay-per-click or Facebook or, you know, all these platforms. So basically, guys, in the next 6 months, you're going to be sticking with me. We're going to have a mastermind call every month, and I'm going to be just revealing what's working for us. Just absolutely, you know, giving you everything we've got as to what's working for us. So what type of ads are working? You know, if algorithms are changing, you'll learn about it. What kind of products are working for us? What kind of, you know, applications in Shopify are working for us? So it's, you know, this is the mastermind that I share right now. Barry, we have a mastermind that's our inner mastermind for the e-commerce stuff, and we charge an arm and a leg to get in there. And we want to do this as a bonus, guys, for those who are joining us. Just a quick, you know, something that we can do to help and bring people on board. So it's going to create exponential growth in your e-commerce business. And I know a lot of people are joining, Barry. I don't know if you want to do a couple more shout-outs because I see that my screen is
Brian
frozen.
Williams. Yeah, I can see that. Brian Williams, you're in, you are safe. David, WD Lamb is in, you are safe. I can see a bunch of people are trying to be saved here. Phyllis is in, you're safe. Susan Miranda, you've made it in, you're safe. We've got people filling in the form like crazy here trying to grab one of the 10 spots. If you need to grab a spot to fill in a form, save Etsy. So far we've got like 9, 10 spots have already been filled there, but if you call, it's going to be basically first come, first serve basis. So you need to go over there and go to save Etsy. Nancy Ruff is in, you've made it in, you are safe. Mike is waiting for a phone call from Coach Gary. He cannot wait. Tavis Toyung is in. You're safe. Sue is trying to find out whether she's in. She's desperately trying to find out. I will try and look that up for you, Sue. You're in and you are safe. Now let's move on. And again, as soon as you do join, please let us know. I can see, Roger, we've already eaten through a good 45, 50 of those seats. We've probably got 20 seats left or so. I'll ask Ron, for an update in just a second. I can't get rid of this gremlin that's telling me that we're absolutely jam-packed here. Okay, next question. How long, Roger, does it take to make money with this strategy? Again, the URL you need to go to is getetsy.com, getetsy.com. Yeah, Roger.
Guys, we're going to be going through a lot of training very quickly in this one, okay? I'm going to be, this will not be, it will be a long-term program, but I'm saying that the basics of you being up and running and ready to go will be handed to you, in the first week or two. So you'll have everything you need within the first 2 or 3 sessions to start testing out your store. And I just want you to understand the feeling of having an e-commerce store. It's quite the feeling to have your phone buzzing, pretty much all day with e-commerce sales coming through and stuff like that. It's pretty powerful to be able to see that on a consistent basis. So I want you guys to get that feeling, that first sale that you get when you're setting up your store and you see it coming through. The feeling is incredible. It's almost like winning the lottery when you get your first sale, and I want each and every one of you to get to that point where you at least get your first sale, and then we can start scaling it up. So, guys, it's not going to be a long process. You'll be up and running very quickly, and you'll get your phone like mine where it's just buzzing all day with sale after sale after sale. It's going to be awesome.
All right, there's a ton more people joining, guys. I need your names as soon as you join. So pretty much, guys, this is fast. Again, the difference between this and anything else you may have seen online, this is going to be done with you. And I think, Roger, where you show people how to set up their Shopify stores, so people can actually apply this in their business straight away, where people understand how to search and dig for gold together so they can start using the tool together with you and, throwing out niches and you being able to, give your comments on them. It makes such a big difference, Roger, because people will not be guessing their way through this. This is practically scientific, and you're basically allowing people into your mind, which I think is worth more than, infinite times more than the investment people are making today. Would you agree with that?
Oh yeah, and it's not just the mind; it's the testing. It's, I'm quite well known in the marketplace, so I've got a lot of masterminds that I'm in, and it's just bringing all of that to you guys. So. Guys, this will go very, very quickly. I know we're down to 15, 20 spots here. Go and grab this. There's a 30-day money-back guarantee. There's no risk on your behalf. I'm going to be sharing with you guys step-by-step what we're doing. You're going to have the most powerful product research tool in the market right now, which is the Etsify machine. You'll get access to that right away. You'll be able to start using it right now. Guys, you can start using the tool as soon as you've purchased. It's in there. You guys can go and start doing some research. So, you get access to everything, and then we're going to do
just a quick qualification. Just a quick qualification that we do need to set them up manually, so it may take a couple of hours, maybe tomorrow morning, just to make that clear. I want people to say, oh, wait a minute, where is it? Just make that clear.
Yeah. But as soon as you get your access to login and stuff, we set up your dashboard and we get you to log in. Once you get access, it's in there, and you'll be able to start using it. So, again, I'm gonna be sharing with you everything. I've got my scale out strategy. I also have my strategy on how to build out a store very, very profitably. There's things that I'm going to share with you guys that I've never shared about what makes a store convert and how to get those sales to come in. And then I'm going to share with you guys some incredible Facebook knowledge that I have on how to create lookalike audiences and custom audiences. If you've never done anything like that, you'll be able to start doing it very quickly, easily. And I'm going to share with you guys one of the most powerful ways that you can go from having a small audience to an audience of 1.5, 2 million people that are all going to be eager buying your stuff. And then I'm going to share with you guys how to create multiple of these audiences that you can just sell and scale all of these products that you're putting out the marketplace. So guys, this is exciting. And those who are joining us, I know you're going to have multiple home runs, and I'm going to teach you everything I know. Everything I know.
Roger, just be clear, when people set up the Shopify store with you, do they have to spend money on plugins? I know we're going to get them a very special deal on Shopify. Explain how much Shopify is. I know we've got a special deal for them, which they're going to get it cheaper than they would anywhere else anyway, but the plugins, they're free, I believe. Is that correct?
Yeah, a lot of the plugins that we use are free. Some of them are $8, $9, $10 a month, but it's nothing big. Really isn't. There's no big expenses here for Shopify for sure.
Okay, there is a crazy number of people. And by the way, we got 15 spots left. If you want a 3-pay for this, if you want to join at 3-pay, I want to say, I'm not sure we can even have a chance for it. Give me a big 3 in the chat box. If you would do anything for 3, if there's a desire for it, Ron, please be ready. If there is, if not, we don't need to go there. If we can't make it, we can't make it. More people have just joined as we speak, and this it's stuck for me. Let me just get down there. Let's go through that. Corinne, you're in, you're safe. Tonya, you're the last one to join. You are safe. You made it in at Platinum. We have a few people want to hear 3-pay. If you, Ron, can set that up for me. We're going to do 7 seats for that. 9, you say? Okay. All right, I'm not even sure. I've got a slide here that I create. I'm not sure it's relevant anymore. Ron says we can. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. Let's go straight to the 3-pay then. Guys, please be ready. This will go very quickly, all right? We're going to answer your questions. I'm not sure if it's 7 or 9 seats now based on what Ron just told me, but either way, Etsy3pay.com. Support, if you can put that into the chat box for me, please. I'd really appreciate it. Etsy 3-pay. But guys, if that link doesn't work, it means it's gone. If that link doesn't work, it means it's gone. So you need to head over there right away. Etsy3pay.com. ETSY 3pay.
There's like 60 people here who said that they wanted the 3-pay. So guys, go there right now. Do not wait. This will go extremely fast. So let's go, because again, Ron is only allowing a couple of seats for this. So Etsy3pay.com. Grab your seat right now, guys.
Darren is in, and he says, I'm just sending the message. You did it. Thanks. This is a total no-brainer. I've got to get in. Darren, welcome on board. This is the beginning of the future. This is it. Guys, we said that we're going to keep you up, informed with what's going on. We've always shared this stuff with you. And Roger, let's be honest about this. You know, you're sitting there making a ridiculous amount of money. Did it cross your mind that perhaps maybe you shouldn't share this type of information?
No way. No way. This market is massive. E-commerce is massive. And, you know, again, it's that commitment to you guys that when we find something that just works, we want to bring it to you. You know, we've been doing this for 5 years. And, you know, Barry talks to me and he says, are you sure you want to go through all of this, you know, trouble and create a program and, you know, coach everyone? And yeah, I want you guys. There's no better feeling in the world. And, you know, someone sent me a message, Stephen, saying, hey, you know what, Roger, I sold my first store that you helped me, you know, that you helped me build. And he sold it for quite a lot of money. And that's awesome. Like, I want this kind of stuff for you guys. Like, I want you guys to be able to either create a store and then sell it for, you know, multiple thousands of dollars, or hang on to the store. I'm telling you guys, making an extra $300 to $500 a day is not hard with this strategy. You don't have to be selling, you know, thousands of dollars in order to make the $200, $300, $400, $500 a day. So I think it's going to be a great program.
There's a big mistake, Roger. There's a big mistake. 3-pay Etsy. It's not Etsy 3-pay. It's 3-pay Etsy. Apparently, people are having problems.
Wow.
Let me just check. I just want to make sure.
Change your slide, yeah.
Let me just see. Etsy. Let's just check for ourselves. Some people say it's not working. No, it's 3-pay Etsy. I'm going to change that slide.
Oh, wow. You guys have a second chance to hurry up.
This is it. People like clamoring, so we're going to have to put you guys onto the starting blocks again. I'm going to put this onto the screen. Roger, can you just put the new link into the chat box for everyone, please?
I can't. Because, it is frozen for me. I can't.
All right. Okay. Wow. Roger is having issues there. Here we go, guys. 3-pay Etsy. I owe you an apology. 3-pay Etsy. Ron was saying he didn't understand. There's lots of people clicking that link and no one is joining. And I'm saying, you know what, maybe people just don't want to join this program. That doesn't make sense because we now got 12 seats
Can you
left
change your screen?
altogether.
Can you
You see my
change your
screen?
screen, Barry, very
Yes, I did.
quickly?
I changed my screen and it
There we
says
go.
three. Can you see my screen?
3payetsy.com. Guys, hurry up because spots are extremely limited for this. We're not allowing that many spots. You'll pay a little bit more if you do it this way, but it'll allow you to spread it out in the next couple of months. So
All right, as soon as you join at 3Pay, I need you to write in 3Pay in the chat box. I want to make sure that we don't overdo this. Otherwise, Ron, can you just confirm that it's programmed in? Okay, guys, we cannot oversell that at all. So, guys, as soon as you join, I want you to tell me in 3Pay so I can welcome you to the program. In the meantime, more people have joined. I can see Valerie is in. Valerie is safe. Jade has made it in. You are safe. Bally, welcome on board. You are safe. Judy is in. You are safe. Stephen is clamoring. Rashid has made it in. Rashid is safe. All right, so we've got, I don't know, 4 or 5 spots left, and we are done. All right, let's move on to carry on with the presentation. I've got some questions you guys have been asking, and you know, some general questions as well. Roger, describe the competition. What sort of competition is there out there?
yeah. What's really, really cool about this strategy, guys, is you now have a database of fresh product. So everyone out there is looking on AliExpress and they're trying to find products that are semi-good and good quality, and they're not finding much anymore. And everyone's been, you know, banging on the same products over and over again in the dog niche and animal niche and all this other kind of stuff. You're going to be coming in with fresh, brand new product that no one's ever seen before, and product that is proven to convert, product that is proven to sell, and you're going to be crushing it. Absolutely crushing it. With the algorithm that the Etsify machine has built, it's absolutely going to be incredible for you guys because you'll be able to know right away what products have a high probability of going viral, of getting a lot of likes, of getting a lot of clicks, of getting cheap clicks, and of getting a lot of sales. So you guys will be destroying the competition out there. That's what we've been doing, and it's been working out extremely well for us.
All right, I can see. Ron, are these new people just joined? Just want to make sure that, because Ron just sent me a list of more people, names I haven't called out. So I want to make sure that this is correct or not, with people that just joined or not. Just find out in a second. I can see, meanwhile, that Henry is in. You are the last person to join. You're safe. Laura Tucker is in. You are safe as well. Roger, let's just answer some people's really big questions that have been coming out throughout today's presentation. And Itamar, feel free to jump on the call if you see questions, like generic questions that need to be asked. Feel free to just jump on and join us live. I'd really appreciate it if you would. I can see Origin's one of the person I didn't mention. You're in. You are safe. Origin, I think, from Sweden. You've made it in, and you are safe. Okay. Yeah, Roger. So here's a very big question for people that, again, are on the verge, not sure. They're doing Shopify, not doing Shopify. Just put this into context. Why this is an opportunity, and why this may not be an opportunity for some people.
Here's why I love this opportunity, guys. I love this opportunity because it is making you money while you sleep. Like, I wake up in the morning and we're at $700, $800, $1,000 in sales, and it's like, wow, I just made all this money while I was sleeping. You know, it's a business that constantly works for you. It works for you when you're sleeping, when you're at the mall with your children. It works for you at dinner time. It is making you money all the time. And it's exciting, guys. There's nothing more exciting than having a business like this where every 10 or 5 or 8 minutes a new sale comes in, and it's like, awesome, $58. Oh, very cool, $138. Oh, cool, $20. And it's like that all day long. I want that success for you, and I know that you can have it. So there's no better feeling in the world than having an e-commerce business, okay? No better feeling in the world than an e-commerce business. I'm telling you, it is So cool. I'm heading to Punta Cana for 2 weeks on the 8th of March, and I have someone who's just gonna, take a quick look at my ads and stuff while I'm away. But this thing is gonna crank out sales and money as I'm on vacation. It's gonna make me just a constant flow of money. It is the most exciting business that I've ever been into. And here's why. Because it's as scalable as you can handle, right? Guys, I'm giving you access to a marketplace, Etsy, that is ginormous, okay? Listen, remember in the beginning I said there are 32 million products that are being sold on Etsy. And I'm telling you which ones are gold, those that have high conversion rates and those that are selling like gold, okay? So if you have this data and then you bring it to the right audience, which is Facebook, and you tell Facebook, you say, here you go, Mr. Facebook, here you go, audience, I know this is going to convert. You can do this all day long. You could be launching one product a day and testing it out on your store, okay? So the amount of money and the amount of scaling that you want to do it's up to you. If you want to spend $500 a day on Facebook and make $2,000-$3,000 in sales, or spend $2,000 a day on Facebook, it's all dependent on how you work. And then once that product is going, you can let it ride and then start adding another product and letting that one ride and then adding another product, and soon you've got 5 or 6 products that are just slamming in sales all day long. Like my phone right now, it's just buzzing every 15, 10, 15, 7, 5 minutes just with sales on a consistent basis. And that's what I want for you guys. So guys, I know we're going to sell out very, very shortly, and I want you guys to join before all the bonuses are done, before you can't jump in on 3Pay. I don't even know if there's still a seat or two left with 3Pay. I know Barry's going to give us an update soon because I can't see any of this. I'm completely frozen in GoToWebinar. But guys, there's no better time to be in e-commerce. No one is using Etsy like we are right now, and you're just going to crush it.
Roger, we got 10 spots altogether. We've had a meltdown on the 3Pay. People complaining. We've got support going bonkers because we got the 3Pay link wrong. So Ron has suggested that the 10 spots, they can take either the 1Pay or the 3Pay. So guys, this is it. We've opened up more 3Pays than we actually thought. You can join. 10 spots left, and we are done on this training. Kevin's asking, can you outsource this, Roger? I mean, how much actual work is there? What's outsourceable?
Well, a lot of the outsourcing can be in the beginning phases. So finding products, going into insights and trying to find the markets and that kind of stuff. And I do it myself just because I love it so much, and it's not a very time-consuming thing, right? You just test out a quick product, send a quick message out to the Etsy seller, they give you the go-ahead, and then that's it. You do a quick test, see if I'm going to share with you guys how to test stuff out very simply. And once you get the test results back from the lab, you can look at your test results and either go, yes, this is going to work, or yeah, it might need a little bit more time, or no, I'm going to kill it and go to something else. You're not stocking any of this product. You're not at risk of holding all this merchandise and having all this product in-house. Basically, guys, it's basically up to you how you want to scale this, and it's a formula that we've been using that's been working really well.
Kim Cablet is in. You are safe. I can see Grace Chong. You are in. You are safe as well. This is it's going to sell out. We've got a few seats available for the encore, but we're done pretty much. Okay, people just want to dive in and start making money. They see this is just ridiculous. Incredible. Okay, people asking about, there's more questions coming in. People saying, I filled out the form. Am I safe on the form? I don't know. All I can tell you is fill in that form. Gary's phoning people up. People aren't answering. Gary's just giving me an update that some people didn't answer the phone. You need to be ready to receive a phone call from Coach Gary. It's a 315 number. If you get a call from a 315 number, drop whatever you are doing, right? Put the food back in the oven, put the food back in the fridge, put the other phone down. You need to answer that call, because if you don't, it's a first come, first serve basis. You need to fill in the form. And Gary's saying some people aren't answering, some have already just joined. So you need to fill in the form, save Etsy. If you're trying to join, Gary says you need to fill in the form, save Etsy, and be ready by your phone. And I recommend, Roger, people sleep by their phone to guarantee they speak to Gary. He's not going to phone you at an unearthly hour. Don't worry about that. That's just a joke. Okay, other questions coming in. Mario wants to know, is Mario safe? We can check that in for you. Peter, the man Rush, is hanging up. He hasn't got a call from Gary, and he's getting upset. Peter's trying to join, so I'm not sure if Gary's got more than 2 ears, because I know he's trying to make some calls. Matt is in. You are safe. We have 7 spots left, and we are done. Justin Moore, yes, you are in from a few minutes ago. You are safe. Okay. A few people in Australia asking, is he going to call me at a weird hour? No. Gary's pretty good with his international date book. Okay, now, Roger, more questions that are coming in. Roger, what's the step-by-step for making money with this? Just the people that came in and they just want you to put it all together. Go over the step-by-step again. What's the process? How are people going to make money? Just, again, very simple baby steps. Tell them what they're going to do.
So you're going to go to the Etsify search tool, and you're going to start typing in markets. And I'm going to give you a list, and we're going to go through this together. And you're going to start to see what's really hot in the marketplace. And I'm going to show you what to look for. There's some very key elements that you're going to have to look for, and those will be revealed in our training. And once you find those maybe 3 or 4 products that you say, hey, you know what, this is what Roger's talking about. This has those criterias. You're then going to go to Facebook's Audience Insights, and we're going to do this together. You're going to type in some of the keywords for your product, and in there, you'll be able to see if there's actually an audience that might be interested in buying the product. Once we do that, we're going to set up our Shopify store, which will not take long at all. And we're going to set up our Shopify store, and then after that, we're going to set up a simple Facebook ad. Very simple Facebook ad that's going to tell us if we're in the right direction. And if we see a couple of conversions, we can then start, taking those conversions and looking at, where we got those sales, what are the best, who's clicking, where are the best clicks and stuff. And then once that happens, we're going to look at it and decide if we want to scale. And I'm going to share with you guys how to scale. And after you've gotten your first, 50, 100 sales on a product, then we're going to mass scale. I'm going to share with you guys how to grow this very, very quickly. So it's going to be step by step, and it's anyone can do this. Absolutely.
Oh, gosh, we've been defeated by GoToWebinar here with these horrible gremlins. Roger, have you on the Mac, have you figured a way to get rid of this limit reached 1,000 people? I can't get rid of it. It just chases me everywhere I go.
I clicked on that. That seemed to disappear for me, but I can't use anything else, so it's not better.
Okay, that's the disadvantage. Okay, yes, I can see that Halunfo Matazio is in. You are safe. Penny hasn't received the confirmation email. If you haven't, Penny, I recommend you wait 15 minutes. About 70 people joining in about 20 minutes may cause a problem in the system. If you don't get it in the next 10, 15 minutes, send in a support ticket at support@reallysuccessful.com. Support@reallysuccessful.com. We've got live training starting in a couple of days. This is going to be Roger. The beauty of this, and I think I want people to understand it because people are asking, is it going to be like a ton of training? The answer is this is really simple training. We're going to hold your hand through this process. But anyone that's looking for rocket science, it's not there. The genius of marketing, Roger, perhaps just elaborate upon this. J. Conrad Levinson of Guerrilla Marketing always told me this. The genius of marketing is not to make it complicated. It's to find something that works and to be consistent with your marketing. And there's nothing you're going to teach that's going to be rocket science. In fact, it's stupid easy. But what makes it so genius, Roger? I know it's hard for you to say that because you found this yourself, but what makes this genius if it's so simple?
It's the algorithm. We've been working on this for months now. Is how did we, how could we find the cream of the crop, the gold? It's kind of like when you're panning for gold, and you're in there and you see these guys on like Gold Rush, that TV show, if you guys watch it, but they're in there and they're panning for gold, and then when they look at the bottom of their bucket, they've got 5 or 6 golden nuggets from the tons of sand that they started with in there. So that's what it is. It's being able to find that those golden nuggets that you can go and actually scale and test and use that big audience that Facebook gives us. So again, guys, these Etsy stores, they really have no clue about Facebook advertising. They know about it. They've heard about it. They wish they could play around with it, but they have no clue. They really don't know. So when you go in there and you say, hey, I'm going to help you. I'm going to sell your products. I won't go with that. I won't go into Etsy and sell and compete with you. Let me bring it to the mass market. They get really excited and they want to do this. So it's pretty cool stuff for sure.
Okay, I can see 1 or 2 people having an issue there on that order form. Guys, if it's getting stuck for you, just send a ticket into support@reallysuccessful.com. If you want to speak to Coach Gary, you can go to saveetsy.com. Peter, don't worry, we're going to protect your spot there. Yeah.
I just got word from Gary, guys. I mean, he's flooded right now with people wanting to talk to him. Don't feel all discouraged and feel bad if he doesn't call you right away. He is making phone calls. He's got a list the size of Barry's the Barry's to-do list from his wife. It's huge. So
Roger, you saved yourself with that. Yeah. Wow. What an English sentence that was.
Yeah. So again, guys, just be patient because Gary's trying to do his best, and there's a lot in there. So.
Okay, some great questions coming in. Compare this perhaps to selling on eBay and Amazon. Chris, great question.
Great question, Chris. I love that. Listen, I'm not against any channel.
Roger, perhaps you can share an unadvertised bonus about Amazon that you wanted to tell me earlier that I didn't even have time to tell anyone about because you said, you know what, I'm going to throw in the kitchen sink into this. Anyway, sorry, I didn't interrupt you.
Well, I've got someone that we're working with very closely within Amazon who owns one of the top-selling products on Amazon. She does all the marketing for probably one of the biggest selling products on Amazon right now. They sell thousands of units a day. It's huge. It's a mass market. And she is going to be joining us in helping you also use Amazon to your repertoire. So imagine you take an Etsy product and you also start listing it on one of the biggest websites for selling items, which is Amazon. Those who join today, okay, for Platinum, and I think there's 1 or 2 spots left, you will get access to that special training session that we're going to do when I come back from Punta Cana in the Dominican Republic. And she's agreed to do this. She's never been on a webinar. She's really nervous, but she has the skills of an Amazon monster. She has right now is managing the one of the top selling products on Amazon, and they're selling hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of product each and every month. So those who join us at Platinum will get to experience this, which is I can't wait for it. I just can't believe she agreed to it. And Barry, do you want to know why she agreed to this?
Go on, Roger.
She wants me to bring that product and help her bring that product to Facebook and Shopify as well. So we're kind of helping each other out here.
Wow. So you're basically are also calling in that she'll prepare training for our members because of the kindness that you're showing her. I think that's a wonderful thing. Okay, some really good questions. I mean, Aurora's just pointing out, and this is what's beautiful, Roger. We've got some members of ours that are in e-commerce right now, people that have been with us for the last 4, 5, 6 months, who've been with you, Roger, when you started this whole e-commerce thing in your business and started sharing what's working. And you've got a lot of students that have been part of your world for a good couple of months that have made a fortune with you. And we've got some of those here right now. And I just mentioned a comment here from Aurora. It says, I'm already involved with Etsy, Shopify. I can't imagine not taking the leap with this. People that are in the know with e-commerce that have already been with you for a couple of months and making a lot of money, they're joining. It's a no-brainer because they know what you've got in store for them. Perhaps you could just share with everyone from the past experiences you've had with e-commerce, with members that have never made money before, people that have started out and said, you know what, I'm going to take a leap of faith with this e-commerce thing, and the sort of results that you generated with them and why these people are jumping on this like crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I've got tons of example. We have one gentleman, he's I think from Montreal, his name's Sebastien, who went from zero to multiple thousands of dollars a day just after our training. I gave them, the training, went through everything step by step. He got the principle, he got the concept, started using what I was sharing, what I shared with him, and in these training sessions, he built his own store, and he was up at $2,000 or $3,000 a day last time I spoke with him. We've got Steven as well. He's the one who had sold his Shopify store just because he needed the extra money. He sold the store for thousands of dollars, and he was at $700, $800, $900 a day in sales. We've got multiple success stories. It was one of my most successful programs that I had ever created because the success stories just kept flooding in, and people were testing stuff out and they were finding success. And this is kind of like 2.0 home run, taking it to a whole new level, because now the hardest part before was trying to just think of a market, like sit there and type in stuff and try to think of a market. This tells you. This is straight up just saying, here, this is on fire. This is going to, most likely work on social media. So it's exciting. Those who are joining us. Barry, do we even have any spots left here?
I'm trying to find out from Ron because we had a whole bunch of issues there with people joining at the same time, but it appears that we've got maybe a couple of spots at best, 2 or 3 spots available left, maybe 4, and people are still trying to join. So we're pretty much at the end here. So guys, if you want to join, this is it.
This is it. Yeah. Again, 30-day money-back guarantee. Exceptional training. We're going to do a lot of training. And training starts, I think it's next week, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
And we're just going to get right into it, guys. It's going to be back-to-back training. You're going to be fully set up within 3 or 4 days. You're going to be up and running. There's a full 30-day money-back guarantee. You get, all of our attention and, support from Coach Ian, who's going to be there with you guys as well. We're going to be answering your questions. No one's going to be left behind. And it's just going to be an exceptional course like nothing you've ever seen, and you get that software that costs us thousands of dollars, tons of hours looking at different algorithms, looking into Etsy and trying to find out what's working and how to find out those winners. And what's cool is the Etsy software also tells you how much positive feedback people are leaving on the item, because you want to make sure you're selling items that people love and they love the seller and they get fast shipping and that you're working with the top seller. And the software allows you to do all of that. It also allows you to find what other items are selling on that Etsy store. What other home runs do they have, right? They have done all the research, all the marketing, all the targeting, all the sales. You just have to type in a few keywords into a search tool, bring it up, look in Facebook Insights. Is there an audience here? Yes. Add the item to your store, set up a quick Facebook ad, and within minutes if you've got a home run or not. Pretty exciting stuff.
Great. Just to make this clear, the software is yours, guys. The software doesn't stop after 6 months. All we said is that the mastermind that Roger's going to be doing is going to be for 6 months. So you guys can understand that, and that's the beauty of this. E-commerce is ever-changing. There are new ideas, and if you're spending hundreds of thousands of dollars in traffic and testing things, you're going to find gems out there in e-commerce. The problem is, Roger, most people I know aren't spending hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars in their testing like you are. And everyone that's joining this program at Platinum is going to be getting their hands on a 6-month mastermind. Basically, once a month, Roger is going to reintroduce himself and bring you into his laboratory and give you updates of what's hot, what's working, what's not working. Here's the other thing, Roger. And you sometimes refer these things to me. You get really upset. You see people selling product out there and stuff, and you said, you know what? We told people about that 6 months ago, and it's changed. And they're not updating. They're just selling, yesterday's news. And it's very upsetting, when we see what people are doing. They're looking to make sales. And listen, let's be honest. This is a business. We want to make money as well. But we want to make money because we're able to take our members to where they want to go to. And we're showing stuff that's working right now, but it's very upsetting when we see people plagiarizing products 6 months later, have never done the things that we've done, and basically attending stuff that happened 6, 8, 10 months ago that doesn't even work anymore. In fact, it's infuriating.
I want to throw something out there, Barry. I don't know if this is going to be a bonus that we might have want to kept, for something after, but all right, Ron just gave me a tip that there are 2 spots left. Those of you who are on the fence, we still have a ton of people here on the call. So if some of you are on the fence, here's what I'm going to throw in as a bonus as well. When you find something that's working on Etsy, sometimes you'll want to do your own thing and because they're making money on the product. So if you find a home run, like I found home runs in a marketplace, I'm actually now fulfilling my own products. I was, losing 15, 20, 30%. So here's what I'm going to do. I am going to give you guys some bonus training on how you can make even more money with your own stuff. So once you graduate from, okay, this is working, but they're keeping a lot of my money, and this isn't fun, because I could be making another 15, 20, 30, 40% in profits. I'm going to give you my 3 top suppliers. One will be a jewelry supplier in China that can get stuff done for you for like $1 to $2 a piece. Stuff that's selling on Etsy right now for $30. Okay, they're one of the biggest manufacturers for jewelry in China. They can create you can say, hey, I want 100 of these, and it's like $1.50 each plus shipping, and they'll fulfill and ship these for you. So it's a huge asset. I've looked everywhere. These are the only company that I trust. I'm also going to give you guys a company that does shirts. Shirts is a huge marketplace. Etsy has a lot of great ideas. I'm going to share with you guys a local person in a business, local business in the USA that can print and ship your shirts out for a lot cheaper than Teespring or anyone else, and the quality is stunning. The third person I'm going to put you guys in contact with, okay, is someone who's going to fulfill...
Are you sure about this? Wait a minute. Are you sure about this, Roger?
I'm going to give away my 3 biggest contacts for my e-commerce business, okay? The last one will be who is doing all of my fulfillment. I've got a guy who the price is unreal. When I priced these guys out, he was about 40% cheaper than Shipwire and all of these other big companies out there, and he is doing a phenomenal job. So once you're ready and you're buying like 100 products of something or something like that, he will fulfill your products for you, even if you put 2 or 3 or 4 pieces of jewelry in an envelope. He will do it for $1 plus the original shipping of the item. So he is going to save you thousands of dollars. And I just got his bill like last week for the last 3 weeks, and it was like $10,000 just because we ship so much stuff out. But that bill would have been $30,000 if it was with Shipwire or any big company. So this will be, some training I'm going to give you guys a little bit more at the end, because it's for those who, okay, you found your home run. Now you either keep working with this person or you make a lot more money and you go your own route, okay? So I'm going to give you guys, as a bonus for the last 2 or 3 people to join and everyone else who's in Platinum right now, my 3 biggest contacts in my business, the jeweler, the shirt maker, and the shipper, the person that ships out all the products.
Roger, I'm almost fell off my seat there. Yeah, well, I guess we can't take that back now. All right.
I just want to make sure that you guys understand that I'm going to be sharing the contacts with you, but you got to be at that place. I don't want to just it's going to be a form or something that we're going to put where you say, okay, I found my winner, I'm ready to go. Put me in touch, because I can't bury these guys with 75 people going, hey, I heard that you guys could do it. No, once you're ready, I'm going to make a formal introduction to them. It's my promise to you as a Platinum member here that I'm going to connect you with my top 3 people once you're ready. We're going to get you there, but I'm just saying I'm going to take my word here. I'm going to put you in touch with the right people. Okay?
Wow, wow, wow. I don't know what to say, Roger. If you want to build an e-commerce business, I don't know any other way that could be easier or more solid than this. You know, you've got a killer strategy. You're being held by the hand by Roger. He's going to be by your side for 6 months. Uh, I don't know what to say. If you want to be in e-commerce and this isn't for you, I don't know why. And you know what? If you haven't joined, if you're in e-commerce or you want to be in e-commerce and you haven't joined, I won't mention any names. I'd like to know why. I can't think of a single reason why. Okay? If there's any issue that you've got, I want you to write it in the chat box why you're not taking one of the last two spots. Okay, I'm going to do a recap of everything that you're getting today, guys, because people are asking. That's one reason I can see one people asking. Thank you, I won't mention your name for that response. Guys, feel free. Let me know if you haven't joined, why you haven't joined, because I'm surprised. Here's what you're getting today. You've got two options in front of you. There is one spot left. Someone has just joined. Okay, Lisa, send a message there to Gary for sure. If you already done so, that's great. Okay, you've got two options ahead of you right now. Gold, you get access to the training, to Q&A, to support from the success team. Roger, I mean, just the training alone is worth 10 times this. Obviously, having the tool is a massive advantage, but those who join at Gold, Roger, it's still a crazy advantage over everyone else, isn't it?
Oh yeah, but I mean, listen, you might as well join, Platinum and get the search tool. I mean, yes, the training. If you've got just a basic store, you have a store that's running already and it's okay, and you just want to learn how to market it better, you can do that. But I mean, you want to join for Platinum. You want this search tool. It cost us an absolute fortune to build, tons of time, energy, and effort. I mean, you want to be on here for sure.
Roger, just for someone that's sitting on the fence for that last year, I'm going to do this for you, Al, because you got that question coming in. Someone's on the fence because they're scared of Facebook. What can you say, or what can you do, or what can you show that can show people that Facebook isn't that difficult when you've got, the right products to sell? You've already done all the market research. It's already a home run. You can already see through the insights. You know it's going to sell like crazy. There's a massive audience. What can you tell people, though, that are still, despite all of that, are scared and have a right, to share? And I appreciate them sharing their feelings if they are.
Here's my answer, okay? So follow me, join this program. It's risk-free, 30-day money-back guarantee, right? So get into this program, and if after you go through my Facebook training, you still feel very scared from the Facebook monster, let us know and we'll give you a refund. Guys, there's nothing to be scared about when you put it in a step-by-step way that I do it. And anyone who's been on my training, you know that I put it in a very simple, easy form. It's not complicated. It's step-by-step. And we're going to do this, and it's just going to be super easy for you guys to follow. So don't be afraid by it. Join us for this, guys. I'll show you. It's so easy. And once, it's very simple. You create, and we're going to do this together, but you have multiple potential interests. So let's say you're doing a dog toy and you want to try, the pug, which is a dog, the Labrador Retriever, which is another dog. You try, 5 or 10 dog breeds. And let's say one of the dog breeds works really well. You start seeing sales. And once you've got 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80 sales, which isn't hard, you then take those sales and you send them back to Facebook. You can take your sales and say, here, Facebook, these guys have bought, I want 2 million more like these. And then Facebook goes, here you go. There's 2 million people that are exactly like the people who just bought your product. Go ahead and scale. So it's not that complicated. It really, really isn't that complicated.
Excellent answer. Excellent answer, Roger. And I think here's the other thing I would say, is that when you go through that training and you're in a group environment, and I think what I saw with the other e-commerce training that you've given in the past is that there's a value to being in a group environment. With you, of course, you're a legend in terms of training, but being there with other members that are asking the good questions, and maybe you didn't even think of that question, it just enlightens you to understand what other people are thinking about. I think, Roger, that group environment is really, really important. Yeah. What are your thoughts about that?
Yeah, it's really a cool environment. Like we're all going to be together in this, right? So we're all going to be, you know, and your questions you might think they're stupid, but they're not, and I'm going to be there to answer them, and more people will have more questions that might you might have had, and we're just going to open up and do the best that we can to help you guys out. Listen, when it comes to this stuff, it really is kind of like um, here's how I see it. Let's say that you're there and you're trying to do an e-commerce business. The way I look at it is we're very, very fortunate. And Barry, I think you'll appreciate this as well because you guys do incredibly well with Facebook now as well. But Facebook allows you to have pretty much a massive audience for anything. Like in my niche, I have about 3 to 4 million people that I can sell to. Like I literally have access because of Facebook of 3 to 4 million people who have the high probability of being able to buy my product. So if you imagine the amazing opportunity this provides, like think about like it just I was in a shoe store with my wife and we were talking about their store and stuff and the guy carries $2 million worth of inventory just so that people have enough stuff to buy in their store. And his overhead just to have that location there is like $40,000 a month. So before he even makes a single sale, he's got $30,000 or $40,000 in the hole, and he's not even making money yet. We, okay, here with this opportunity, have millions of people that we can market to, and it costs us 10, 20, 30, 40, $50 to test something into the marketplace. And if it works, we can drive thousands of people into our store for pennies on the dollar. I'm paying like 8 to 10 cents a click. I'm going to show you guys how to do that by using some very special techniques. But think about it, like we're living in an incredible world, Barry, where again, I don't have a big office, I don't have employees, I don't have $2 million worth of stock. I'm literally just here in a one bedroom place building this empire. So you guys have an opportunity like you don't even understand. Like you don't even understand how lucky we are as internet marketers and the amount of knowledge that you're going to get in the next couple of weeks to be able to go there, build a store without having to spend $2 million in stock and hundreds of thousands of dollars in inventory and marketing and all of this kind of stuff. And you could be making as much money in your one bedroom office and be making the same kinds of numbers, if not way more, than a typical retail business. Retail is is the past, and this is the future. Barry, I think there's one spot left, guys. Ron just sent me, there's one left, so let's close this down. Guys,
Yeah.
here's my last, I just want to leave everyone with a couple of things. One, just join us. Just join us. You will see in the first week or two if this is for you or not. I'm going to guarantee you this. You will have the support. You will have the step-by-step training. We're going to get together. We're going to figure this out together. You're going to have one of the world's best search tool for product research, and we're going to do this together. We're going to have this step-by-step, and again, there is no risk on your behalf. We've got a special deal going on with Shopify. You'll be able to use them free of charge, I think, for 30 days or something like that, 21 or 30 days. And then it's, not even $100 a month after that if you want to keep it. I think it's 60 or 50 bucks a month. You can even go as low as $30 a month. So everything here is risk-free. You're going to see the training is going to be amazing. Once you guys are ready to scale, you're going to have my personal word that everyone who joins today, and this last person who joins, as soon as you've joined and you want to take that last spot, write "I'm in" the chat box. I want to see that last person take this spot. But once you guys are ready to scale, you have my word. I am going to connect you with the people that will make it happen for you. A shipping partner that is extremely cheap. You won't be able to find anything quite like this. I'm going to share with you guys a shirt maker and designer and a printer that's local, that's in the US, that ships out within 3 days. And you don't have to buy 10,000 shirts. They do them on demand. So if you do a test and you only sell 5 shirts, that's fine. They'll print out the 5 shirts and send them out to you. And I'm also going to give you a jewelry company in China that can produce some really amazing stuff for you on the cheap and be able to ship it out. So guys, there is one spot remaining. Okay, I want you to grab it now, because the way things are going right now, I don't even know if we'll have more spots available for tonight and on the replays. So guys, this is the time to act. Join us.
Yeah.
It's going to be so much fun. It's really cool.
An important update that Gary is absolutely slammed, and it looks like people that are right now filling out the Save Etsy are going to be eating into the seats we got available for the encores. So again, people have been on this first webinar and been on this webinar with us for so long now, for the last couple of hours. If you haven't already done so, you want to join. There's something up. You need to speak to your spouse. You need to wait a couple of days. Go to saveetsy.com. I'm not sure if there's a spot left or not. Go to saveetsy.com. If there is a spot, grab it, and Gary will be in touch with you. So, I mean, all I can say, Roger, is this has just been a phenomenal experience. And again, I'm just going to go back full circle to the beginning of today's presentation. Where in the pre-game show, I was describing how we made a commitment over 4 years ago, and I said, Roger, listen, we're doing all these things, and if we're going to build a business together and we're going to invest a lot of money in building that business, we created a big support team, we've got a big office where I am, we've got a whole team here that's making sure that everything works properly. If we're going to put and invest all this money in building this business together, I want your commitment that whatever happens with our personal success on the side, that we're in this to support these members in the long haul. What I don't want to see is that we're with them for a year or two, we're making all this money on the side, doing all these other things, and we're working really well as Facebook. You're doing these amazing things with Shopify. I don't want that to get in the way to our commitment, because otherwise, you sort of like, we set people up, they get to understand the way that we do things, they're having success, and then suddenly we disappear into the sunshine. We've got to make a commitment, we'll be there for the long term for them. And do you remember that conversation, Roger?
Yeah, I mean, and listen, I think we've fulfilled on that promise up to now. Everything I've learned with e-commerce and offline local businesses and different ways of making money online, we've never held back. And this training here will be absolutely everything that I've learned. Like, it's going to be how we're setting everything up, what plugins, the exact configuration for my store, everything will be revealed. So I just want you to know that when you join our program and you spend this kind of money, I'm a open book, and people ask questions and the answers are going to be there. Okay, you're going to get the true answer, and I'm not going to hold anything back. So again, there's one spot left, just waiting for that last person to say I'm in. And my screen on my end is.
I just joined. I can see. I can see you just joined. Roger, again, my final point again, as I was just finishing off just a second ago, is that the commitment that we had at the beginning is still there, and that's why we've not only are we revealing this strategy, but we're going in the long haul as well. We're going to be there for you, by your side, helping you with this mastermind as well. That you're going to be getting once a month. You're going to be meeting with Roger for your update. Yes. Well, you know what? We've got to be careful about that, because some of the stuff that you're going to be revealing there, Roger, I mean, all of the training, of course, is going to be recorded, but the mastermind, Roger, I think we're going to have to take that on a month-by-month basis, because there's some top secret stuff in there you're going to be revealing. So, guys, that mastermind, you need to drop what you're doing to be there. It's going to be that powerful. All right? So, again, Roger, I want to thank you for what you've done for this community, what you continue to do, and what you're going to be doing in the future. I want to thank everyone that's been here. We maxed this out. I've just got word, Roger, that we've had over 200 complaint emails that I was locked out of the training. That is a record. That means there must have been about 500-600 people outside. If we got 200 email complaints, I mean, we didn't max this out. We could have had 2,000 people here probably. This is ridiculous. All right. In any event, sorry if you're watching this on the replay if you didn't watch this live. But when we said, Roger, this is going to be full, we meant it, and we actually hit the rafters very quickly. So anyway, thank you to you, Roger. Thank you to everyone, guys. I'd love to get your feedback about this training, whether you joined or didn't join. I want to get your honest feedback about this training, about us, anything we can do to help you. Moving forward, anything that you feel is lacking that you'd like us to do for you, please feel free to leave your comments. I'll hang around for the next couple of minutes. I want to see your comments. They mean a lot to us. I'm going to leave the last word to Crystal Ball Roger D. The word is all yours.
Guys, you know, if you haven't done so, if you click the link and it's still working, you might be able to still join us right now. But guys, my promise to you is that we're going to spend a lot of time in the next couple of weeks before I leave for my vacation, and I'll still then, while on vacation, be answering your emails and stuff like that. So, but again, we're going to pack a lot of great content, a lot of great information, and I'm going to get you going, and you're going to get access to the software in the next day, 24 hours or so. If you are looking to have Gary call you, please fill in the form. And he'll give you a quick call. Be patient. It might be today or tomorrow, but be patient there. Again, guys, no-brainer. Software, training, support for 6 months. We're going to do some training together, answering all your questions, and best of all, the 30-day money-back guarantee. Join us if you're able to click on the link and it works. There might still be a spot available. I'm not sure. But, guys, thank you so much for joining us here today. Even if you didn't join the program, I appreciate you just being on every call with us and just showing up and wanting to learn. So if this wasn't for you, that's fine. I can't wait to see you guys on the next training session. Thank you.
Thanks, guys.